Hey Ace Deuce. Hey Tony. How you doing? Hey Paper Solstice. Hey JPEG. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Hey Rhonda. Welcome in, you guys. How's it going? Hello. Hey Kathy. Hey Billy. Hey Ragnar Wolf. Hey D-Does. How are you? So doing a little coffee talk this morning, talking about whatnot. I'm sure a lot of you are sellers on here. Hey Wenty. How you doing? Hey Posh Salad. What a cool name. Let me just move a couple of props over there. Everybody having a nice morning? Hey, how's it going? Well, welcome in. If this is your first time, I'm D Archivist. Hey, Ron Dog, how you doing? Hey, Silver Rudy. And usually I pop on Mondays or on Tuesdays to do a little talk about whatnot and shipping, and we're all a little afraid of shipping. What's up, Nat? How you doing? How's it going? What up? I finally have slept through all my catch up. I'm good. I'm wide awake, drinking some coffee. Kind of a small cup today. Oh, that's hot. But all is good. So I'm D and I sell on whatnot. Give me 1 sec. I need to mute myself. I kind of forget to do that sometimes. All right, now we're good. Just wanted to make sure. And let me mute that. Okay, we're set up. Anyhow, all is good. I come on here. I know. So I'll tell you what happened to me on Saturday night. Hey, Rat. Hey, Liz. Everybody, as you come in, I'm just going to tell you, I usually stream at night, Insomniac Club from 10:23 p.m. Pacific time till whenever. I decided to start doing some coffee talks and do random pop-ups so I can, get with my East Coast folks and everybody else who has a normal schedule wherever you may be. What is normal anyhow? I really don't know what that is. But on Saturday, I was looking forward to going to Sisters Vintage, and I told my husband, I think I'm going to take a tiny nap. So at like 4 o'clock, after running around and having a fabulous day, I took a nap at like 4:20, not thinking she goes on at 5. And it was 7 o'clock. I woke up. And so I was too lazy to get up. You're in a twilight sleep. Anyhow, guess what? It was like 9:30 and I'm like, oh shoot, I missed it. I'm so sad. But obviously my body and my mind needed the rest because I had been pulling some all-nighters, doing streams and just having a good old time. Anyhow, fast forward, here we are. I had taken a few days off and really enjoyed some self-care, and that's really important. Hey, Twinkie, welcome in. Hey, Crystal. So what do you guys want to talk about? Has everybody gotten the new shipping yet? Oh, there are clips on your page? Okay, I definitely have to watch. I was so bummed. Thank you. You know what? It's good to have time off. We all deserve it. When you work hard and you put in the time. Oh gosh, my wig. Forgot about my wig over here. Oh, on her page? Okay. I can't wait. I know I checked. I was like, how could I miss it? My favorite whatnot are like really. Sorry guys. One of my favorites. How about that? Yeah, I'm so sad I missed it. But maybe I can talk her into streaming it like to YouTube so we could go and watch a repeat because she should be viral. 1,000% should be viral. So what's going on? Welcome in, you guys. I know we got a lot of changes coming on Whatnot. I don't work for Whatnot. I just read. I know. I want to talk to her about that. But she also wants to keep her day job until this picks up. But she's funny because she's raw, she's real, and there's nothing fake about her, you know? That's a good thing to have. When you're selling or you're just talking on this, just be real. Keep it real. Be yourself, you know? Don't pretend to be a different personality because people will sense that and they're not going to come around and hang out. It's just the facts. And if you're new, anybody a new seller, yeah, you just have to kind of like keep it real, be humble because, Sisters Vintage. Here, Nat, I'll ask if you want to be mod and then maybe you could type it in there for him. Yeah, Sisters Vintage. Very funny. Now, if you're offended, like, I'll be honest, if you're offended by the F word, you don't like an F bomb, maybe not the seller, but you know what? It's the way she says it and tells us stories and sells her product because it's fun. It's just where you can relax. And actually, I think most of the time when I'm in her stream, I don't think about anything else. If I have problems or I'm stressed out about this or that, it takes it all away. Yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah, and you forget like about if you have troubles. It is a good place to definitely feel safe, be included, and have lighthearted comedy at your expense sometimes, but it's like it's not in a hurtful manner at all. Like I love that. So, I'm always on there, usually helping out or in modding or I love it. And yeah, it's a full family affair. I always say she's my cousin because our minds are very similar. So we might be cousins. Yeah, the parents are the best. You definitely want to tune in. Saturdays at 5 p.m. She's on Central Time, right? Yeah, Central Time. And she'll pop in here sometimes. She has a real job, like a career. Hey, Tara. Hey, Larry. What's going on? Has anybody gotten the new shipping that you're actually doing it? I know. No, no, no. Those real jobs are a killer. Yeah. Ron Dog 1904 is my nephew and my, what do you call a niece in law? Niece in law? Is that what it is? And I'm a genealogist. I don't know that. Big country. Is that better? How you doing? Good morning. See, Live in Bliss would be really proud of me. Oh, man. No way you clipped it. Can't wait. Look, even in the chat, Nat's gotcha. Yeah, so does anybody who has the new shipping? I haven't gotten it yet. Yo, how are you, my friend? And if you guys have a show, go ahead and put it in the chat. Not you. Yeah, I don't want it. I'm good. I've been reading some of it. And since I don't have it to mess with to test because I haven't had a show in Legos or comics, it doesn't pop into mine yet. So it's scary, just like anything is scary. So we're just gonna have to be patient and wait for it to roll out. Because it's gonna be like trial and error. 7 p.m. Okay, you're doing Chuckles Train. Nice. Everybody go bookmark that show. Bookmark all the shows if you can, or follow those sellers to give some ephemera on Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Book show tomorrow at 9. Awesome. Awesome. Am I following either? I think I know I'm not following you, Paper Souls. Just I'm gonna have to. I do collect ephemera, and I should probably start selling it, but I'm more of a collector. It's really hard to get rid of those old photographs. I'm more so into like 1860s photographs. 1860s, about 1880s, where they're cabinet cards or CDVs, and they're beautiful. They're beautiful. There's no photography like that. Definitely. Okay, so that's pretty cool that you guys have some shows. So what's everybody doing? It's quiet today. It's been quiet on Whatnot lately. Have you guys noticed that? Hey, Miss Vicky, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome. I noticed that Whatnot has been a little bit slow lately with glitching, and I wonder if a lot of people. Oh, bulk lot. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if a lot of people are holding back, waiting for the new shipping to pop on. Because let's face it, when you're buying stuff on Whatnot, it can get expensive for the shipping. $4, $5, $2, 50 cents. It can be more than sometimes your order. So I think a lot of people are seeing that and they're holding back for this new shipping. Hey, little rabbit, welcome in. Wait a minute. You just opened 900 boxes? 900. No way. 900. Hey, Tony, how you doing? How are you doing this morning? Hey, Chaos Cards. Yeah, I'm still waiting, Nat, to clarify 900 boxes. 90. Oh, right. Yeah, the sarcasm with the husband is real, right? Why do you have 900 boxes? One day I had like 30. Yeah, okay, there we go. We have it in there. I'm doing good. No complaints today, not yet anyhow. Thankfully, and I'm glad you're doing good. So Miss Vicky was in a seller stream and the new shipping already. It was nice. It was nice. So yeah. So basically 1 to 5 pounds is $8.35. Miss Vicky, can I ask you, did you go over 5 pounds? What happened? Was it free? Hey Andre, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. We're just starting to chat about Whatnot live. We can chat about anything. Doesn't always have to be Whatnot. Uh-oh. Big decisions. Sick to your stomach about. Well, you are not required to share that, but totally up to you. This is a safe place. I include everyone, and I want everyone to know that there's no judgment here. We all learn, we're all different, but at the end of the day, we are all really the same. We're just maybe wired a little bit different. You know what I mean? Uh oh. One piece. You got a few pieces, eh? Hey, Arcana Crystal, how are you doing? You're a different strange. That's okay. We're all unique. How about that? Right? And interesting is a good word to describe ourselves too. Yeah, glass cellars, I feel for you because I'm not sure what's going to happen on those swung vases. They're already pushing it on the dimensions of whatever it was, but I think we need special shipping in our category because the decor people are selling stuff that's big trays or big wall type of hanging units. You know what I mean? Shelving. Some people are selling shelving. Or how about big suitcases where they put everything in it and it's a mystery. There's a few sellers that do that. So I'm always curious to see what happens. Oh, thank you so much. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty vibrant. I read all that damn shipping and I'm just like, okay, give it to me. I'm ready. Okay, you didn't go over 5 pounds, but it was still like 835, right? Flat. Hey Charlie. Hey GM. How you doing? I'm trying to figure out. Hey Sugar. How you doing? Doing good. Doing good. Trying to figure it out. Not worried about I'm honestly not worried about the shipping. Because as a buyer, I'm looking forward to it, and as a seller, I'm looking forward to selling more product because I want to see buyers pay a reasonable amount for shipping. Because it's been expensive and they've stuck with us, our buyers have stuck with us and they paid that shipping fees. $4, $5. Sometimes the shipping might be $25 for the day if they're shopping with multiple people. That's a lot of money. Okay, let's see. Hey, Florida Glass Girl, what's up? Hey, TW, how you doing? So, do you have to use flat rate boxes? I'm still learning that. I think so. I think so. I don't see any kind of difference on my shipping page. And I did pull it open to see. Since I don't have it in, it's not like fully implemented on my end because I'm not in comics or Lego category, then it's just not going to show up. And I have a feeling, just like they tell us with the dashboard. Let me go to the dashboard on my computer real quick and see if they changed anything. So today's June 6th. Today's the day we're supposed to not have access to the dashboard. I have a feeling it's going to be pushed out 2 more weeks. No, today. It says we're excited about the new Seller Hub. It's still in beta. Starting June 6th, you won't be able to access Seller Dashboard. I'm in Seller Dashboard right now. So I'm not going to count on it being today because just like anything new being implemented, there's going to be tweaks. There's learning curves and not all categories. Now it could be up till midnight, but I have a feeling in the next, maybe during this coffee talk, they're going to switch it to June. Oh, if they're smart, June 30th, because that's a little more realistic on the time. But again, they put all their notifications and welcome. They put all their notifications inside the like shipping seller area, seller help area, which you all should be familiar with by now. All that shipping stuff is in there now. I was reading it the other day. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, June 7th is okay. So it might be updated in there now. Oh yeah, they added so many new little paragraphs or titles that you could click on. Hey Moon Sky, how you doing? Good morning. Hey Pentimento, good morning. Hey Carney, how are you? Hey Aunt Teak. You know, your crystals, I honestly don't think it will affect you if you have as long as you're under that 1 pound, you're gonna still get first class. If you're 1 to 5, guess what? It's gonna be in that priority mail category where it's 835. Over that, I haven't had anybody tell me. Has anybody who's just popped in learned if they go over 5 pounds, if it's free shipping for them? I know the first 2 weeks of this whole little, let's just call it like a wash through, learning. The tide is coming in and out, and we're all learning about it. And I think that we're going to find out. Some of my stuff, it's still dang expensive. $5 for 4 to 7 ounces. Right. But the post office in general is still expensive. Have you checked those rates and compared? There's an email that went out. I don't think I even got the email actually. I don't get Whatnot emails. I don't know why. Maybe I'm an undercover account. I just haven't figured it out. But I always check my email every day. Nothing from Whatnot about shipping. I need to tell them, hey, I need the emails. I get Seller Summit. Yeah. Now, sometimes they send it in your Whatnot Messenger. So check your messages as well, because a lot of times it's in there. I think, just like anything too. When, like, for example, if you start at eBay or Poshmark or Mercari or all these other selling platforms or Facebook, they all start out where they seem like they're difficult and they're hard to learn it. But once you get the groove or your groove, then it starts to pick up and you're like, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. And if it's going to generate more people, like more and more people are coming on Whatnot and buying. So that's not slowing down. They just haven't found you yet. So you need to do shows that are like popping on all different hours or whatever works for you. And I find, like, for me, nighttime is best for my insomnia. It works. And sometimes I do like these daytime pop-ups, and I'm going to be doing more of them with summer with the kids being home. It just allows me a little more flexibility. Okay, let me read. I saw a couple questions in there. Yeah, I know a lot of people use like pirate ship. Eventually, one day, I have a feeling we will be able to bring your own label to Whatnot. They have it in their shipping hub. However, it's only for the UK and like France, I believe. They did a shipping update so you could check there. No, I don't have the new shipping at all. Here, let's do a little test. Let's do a little test. I'll pin an item and you guys tell me how much the shipping is. So I just pinned a little item just to see. Because all my weights, I didn't change. So it hasn't changed, because if it was $4, that item would be $3.79. That would ship at the, exactly. It starts tomorrow. But some people have gotten it already. And I think it's like select random accounts. Yeah, it's $4. Hey, welcome in, you guys. I just, like I said, you just tackle it and figure it out. I never really read anything. I just try things and it works. Yeah, I have read the shipping updates about it. Just bring it on. Bring it on. We'll have a shipping party tomorrow. We'll have a shipping party tomorrow and see what happens. Yeah, so the overages or the 5 adjustments that we can make as sellers are going to be really interesting. And in a way, it's good. I will say it's good because as a seller myself, I weigh everything as I was told from Whatnot from day one. So if I have like a mug like this and I put it on the scale, I always have calculated the box and all the contents to package it. Even if I've thrown in a couple Laffy Taffy candies or a sucker, even though those are like 1 ounce. Hey, Roz, how you doing? Yeah. So I've always done it correctly from the get-go. And when you get down to packing that up, if somebody has multiple items and I weigh it, I will tell you right now, 10 out of 10 times, mine is correct. I think I've made maybe 2 adjustments by an ounce. So I feel good about the new shipping because I've done it right from that way. It'll just be remember it in my head. It's really rare for me to sell anything over 5 pounds. If I have the big glass, it's always over 5 pounds. I think 7 pounds is like an average on that, but I really don't have a ton of items that are super heavy, maybe 2 or 3 items. So, now's the time, right? So, okay, packages will ship via U.S. first class package service with rates, right? $3.59 to $6.78. Thank you, Nat. That's right. Oh, so glad you're doing good. Welcome in. I think for buyers, it's going to be huge. I'm going to probably buy more. I mean, I slow down buying from Whatnot, but that's a lie because I keep buying. Now it won't let you copy and paste the rest. Oh, from the thing? That's okay. It only lets so many characters per chat, per like entry. Hey Laura, how you doing? Yeah, so I'm not, honestly, if you overthink it, you're going to create anxiety about it. And honestly, there's no need for it. Just it's going to be what it is. It's going to be totally fine. And guess what? It's something out of your control, and it's not your job to worry about what the shipping's going to be. Your job is to sell your item, make sure you have boxes, make sure you have the right kind of boxes, recycle boxes, have your packaging stuff. Yeah, the unbundling will be interesting. So maybe this is a way, this is just me thinking that maybe this is a way. We have a lot of sellers on here that have these marathon shows. They're 24 hours, 18 hours, and they're, yes, exactly. Speak up the right way. So, this is my thought on why they're doing this. There's tons of sellers on here, and people have these crazy shows. So, I've done like 18-hour show, and I've got 100 orders, not 100 items, 100 boxes to ship. And I have 2 days to do it. I've done it. I think I had like 5 that were late by the 3rd day. But I think maybe it's to cut that down so people won't be forced in a situation of unbundling so many things, which cost them eventually. And I could be wrong. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so packages, right? Packages 5 to 70 will ship priority mail with rates starting at $8.91. Okay, so 5. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm going to jump to 2 kind of stories. I find it, they need to fix that. Okay, it needs to be exact for us who worry about it. 1 to 5 pounds is this much. 5 pounds to that much is this much. Fix it. 1 to 5, 6 to 70, end of story. Or 4 pounds, 15 ounces, 5 pounds, make it make sense. Because we're going to get so, and I know that's not you now. That's USPS has a little bit clearer on their website. So welcome in, you guys. Just talking about shipping, talking about whatnot. Mm-hmm. Hey, Master Joka, how you doing? Hey, Penny. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, like I said, don't overthink it. It's just going to be what it is and figure out what works for you as a seller. So I was just previously kind of talking about those shows that people have that are 10-hour shows, 12-hour shows. I think because those shows sometimes if popular, they'll have a ton of people, 100, 200 people in. And then how about the new sellers who are not getting anybody but 1 or 2 people, right? Ho! What's up? Hey, Mel, welcome. So if they're not getting that traffic, I think they're trying to break it down so that we do a better job at servicing our customers, better shipping options. But when you get to that amount, it's going to cost this or that. Does that make sense to you guys? And it might make it so it makes room for some of those new sellers who are not getting the traction. And now advertising is coming in play to boost your streams. That's going to change it all. Now, if you're already selling and you're getting tons of people in your show, you're not going to pay for that. So it's targeting a lot of us. And again, it will end up balancing itself out. Okay, you're not getting tons of people in your shows, Attic Root. Okay, everybody, let's follow everybody. Let's book. I'm bookmarking a couple of your shows, and usually do your shows at 9:30 in the morning, so you're consistent. I love that. And then you have a couple other shows. Well, I'm bookmark a couple of those. Check it out. You're just gonna do free shipping. Hey, if you could do it, do it. Is it giving you that option? Right? So your price just went up like $5 or $10 on your item for the free ship. I used to do free shipping actually on another platform, and I did it for a long time. And I sold a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, I found that my target customer wanted a better price on the item and they didn't mind for paying for shipping. So they weren't looking at the overall big picture because it does have to be calculated in there somehow. And just by doing it for like 2 years free ship, and I absorbed the cost into the actual cost of goods, I still made money, but they wanted a discount on the item too. And I'm like, well, you have one or the other. You don't get both. Hey, Rona, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, Jadeite. Yeah, so shipping at the end of the day is not really free. Someone does have to pay for it. But I tried it out on different platforms. Certain items, I will put free shipping. If I could bring my own label here, it would be a piece of cake. It would be much easier, less headache, because I wouldn't have to think about it. at the end of the day, I think it's going to work itself out. Griff, what's up? Welcome. What's going on? You know what, Carney? It's 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 kind of interesting with the app lately, and there's always going to be an update, and they probably going to be updating today, this afternoon. What up, G? I think that it's a good idea to check every other day to see if there's an app store update, whether you're on iOS or Android. Definitely check, because lately, who was it yesterday that asked if they were glitching, and they kept their feed kept going, "Duh, duh, duh," and it was like, somebody presses, like, if you're this old, if they press on the VCR pause and the person stays, but they're like moving on screen. That was happening on a stream yesterday and the day before. And I forget who it was. It was pretty funny because they're like, "Am I glitching?" And they were doing a giveaway, and the giveaway went from like 4 minutes to 2 minutes on them. Hey, Hunter, welcome in. So it was pretty funny on our end. And not everybody had that effect. So I went and updated mine, and I was good. So one of your customers paid almost 20 for magazine shipping. The flat rate shipping would have saved them some bucks. Oh yeah, absolutely. And we've been talking about flat rate for a long time. Guess what? Now we have it. Now we have it. But it's kind of not flat rate shipping. It's better priced than flat rate, unless you're over 5 pounds. She was having a problem today listing stuff. It would freeze or take forever to upload. I saw that. I was in there for a little bit. Yeah. I saw that Hodgepodge Place was having issues with listing it. I watched for a tiny bit. Hey Steve, welcome him. Hey Terry's. What's going on? So just in case you guys are new here, I am Dee, and I have a lot of items in my store and in my Buy It Now. If you want, feel free to go take a look. This is where I do talk about whatnot and what's going on, and just connect with you guys. We could talk about anything, like, shipping. What kind of things do I need? So feel free to ask a question if you have one. Put a question mark at the end. American Grown Up, good morning. You got to be positive. I don't have time for negativity because, it attracts negativity. And if I got to keep this head positive all the time. When I'm sleeping, I could dream off if I want. you know, it's the only way, really. I can't go any other way. And I hope that it's hard. We get in moods. We're human. We get moody, and a lot of times, even from I don't know about that, Susie Q. Thank you. I feel like a lot of times we kind of forget to take care of ourselves, have some self care, whether it's a little cup of tea or coffee or just relaxing and taking care of yourself. And, it's a lot of work mentally, physically to sell online, live, in person. So, and you have to remember, like, just take it easy, take a deep breath, don't take it serious. I mean, if it's paying your bills, yeah, you got to be serious about it, and activity, and work smarter, not harder. That's all the things I've tried to do and align myself with. But the biggest thing for me is to surround myself with like-minded people. Big time has helped me. Big time. Because I don't have time for negativity. I'll listen to my friends, and we all support each other in ways. And you know what? That's the best thing for me. Surround myself with like-minded individuals. Because 99% of the time, positivity. That 1%, I'm like, okay, if I stay there for 5 minutes and move on, then I'm done. Just like with overthinking. I got to the point, like, in my 49 years, I've really learned not to give a what about things that would bother me. Now I'm just like, I just need to work. No one thinks like you. Maybe they do, and you just don't know it yet. I'm sure we all overthink pretty similar, and worry about stuff that we really don't need to, you know? Seriously, we'd be there, Nat. We'd be there. Wouldn't it be cool to have a meetup? No junk. What up? Hazel, how you doing? Welcome in, you guys. Excuse me. You should do a whatnot from the swimming pool. Sell some pool floats. It's a good little idea. Summer, everybody needs some floaties. Hey, Marxiana, how you doing? You know what? It does. And then sometimes your mind, you get tired. Like, I'm no expert on mental health, but I know what's worked for me. And you just get tired and you just need to chill. 100% relaxing. I love it. Oh, doing dishes. You gotta do the houseware stuff, right? Take care of business. Yep, absolutely 100%. Like, I love selling on Whatnot. I love these coffee talks because then, it's like I'm being a little bit social, even though it's virtual. But I feel like, all the best people are online, right? Meet up in Vegas. Let's figure it out, D. I just realized I have not been to Vegas. And my daughter just asked me because my husband and I were married 18 years on Sunday. And our daughter was asking us, hey, because she saw some pictures of us. And she said, wow, you guys went to Vegas? Because we used to go a lot. And I'm like, yeah, we, showing these pictures were real cute and younger. And our daughter was just like, whoa, look at you guys having fun. I'm like, we still have fun. We just haven't been to Vegas in a long time. And she's like, well, you could go and leave us home. I'm like, you can't leave a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old home. No, but thank you. Yeah. So, it's like pretty funny to look back on that stuff. But I would love to go to Vegas. I know there's a meetup some other whatnotters are planning to do. I don't know anything about it. I got asked the other day, but I didn't get any information yet. But I would like to do that. I have cousins that live everywhere. So I pretty much have a hotel to stay anywhere I go because I have a cousin that lives in Vegas. Actually, I think I have 3 cousins that live over in Vegas right now. Hey, Geek Freak. Hey, Lamech. How you doing? Hey, Bird. Yeah, the Facebook groups are planning something. Is that the reseller, whatnot resellers group on Facebook that Jen has? Or is there the other one? I kind of try to read in and comment when I can. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Hey, Gina. How you doing? What's going on? Hey, Bucky. Welcome in, you guys. Yeah, so eventually there'll be one. I would love Whatnot. So from what I understand, Whatnot just has a physical mailing address. I think 80%, maybe 100% of the employees work from home. They just have a mailing box, actually. A lot of people, hey, what's up, Tom? So you can't see them apart. Oh, yeah, I know. They all look similar, right? They all look super similar. Same kind of header and everything. Yes, if you guys notice how people are refreshing back in, the app does have a glitch where people have been in here watching and it just refreshes. Exactly. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. Hey, Silver Luna. So okay, if you're a buyer on here, what's your favorite thing to buy? And then everybody go follow that buyer. Oh, if you go to the shop, it kicks you out. Yeah. See, I think that Whatnot is working on the app right now. I wish that I could actually see that, but I really can't. I really can't see that. Your comments aren't posting. Oh, here's a question I have for you. Okay, Shell Pal. When you try to comment, does it push the say something? Oh, until now? Okay. Because when I was having issues with the app, it would take the little comment box and push it all the way to the bottom and it was like stuck. It was glitching. Did it do that for you? Oh, your mini me doll. Ooh, I can't wait to see that. Well, are they doing it on their device? Let's just do a test. Okay, I'll do a test item and see if it works, okay? So, I'm away right now. I'm going to put just something random in estate sales. Let's see if I have something near me. Oh yeah. Okay. I know what I'll do. I'll do a giveaway. How about that? Were they having issues with and it shows no, just didn't post. Okay. Okay, well I'll try it. I have the latest update from this morning. So I'm gonna try it. I'm on iPhone. I just have to put an item number in it. Um okay, I got one. I have an Occupied Japan trinket box, so I'll just put it in there. It's a small. All right, I'm just going to do basic for right now, okay? And shipping profile. Let me weigh that really quickly. Let me get my scale going. Bear with me a sec here. Okay, so I'll put the item in there. It's 8 to 11 ounces with packaging. There's no other information I need. So item created. Would you like to pin it now? Oh, they did update it. So I didn't have an issue. I just pinned it. This is the item. It's a little tiny Occupied Japan trinket box. It's actually quite pretty. It is stamped on the bottom. See, I need to figure out the zoom thing on me. And when you open it up, it's got a little bit of wood lined on the inside. So it's a small one. What does it say for your shipping on this? It's kind of a heavy one. $5.25. Yeah. Obviously the new shipping isn't in effect, but that's 8 to 11 ounces. So imagine when you get up to 5 pounds, for $3 more, you're going to have 5 pounds of goods. So is anybody waiting as a buyer to buy more stuff with this new shipping? Definitely me. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Lena, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm not even worried about it. So yes, on Discord during grace period, they are going to show sellers and paid. Wait, so you asked them on Discord during the grace period if they're going to show sellers that we would have, showing what they would have paid too much, right? Buying too much, right, Visu? I know, I have too. It's crazy. Hey, Pammy Cakes. Okay. So they're going to show you like, okay, if you bought this item and you bought like, say you bought a couple others that were 4 pounds, then they're going to say, well, your shipping is $8.35, but if you would have paid 4 pounds with the post office, it's going to be this much. Or if it's broken up, correct? Because priority mail flat rate, if it's truly real flat rate, because I don't know that the post office is changing their flat rate program. It's usually a medium flat rate. What was $15.95? It might be more online, but commercial rate is like 15. But sometimes it pops up flat rate envelope at like 8 something. But we don't get that here. We get better pricing actually than the flat rate program with the post office. Hey, Sneaker Life, how you doing? Hey, Matchbox. Okay, yeah, see, a lot of times it gets glitched. And if you need to go update your app. There's probably an update as of yesterday. Oh, great to hear. Yesterday, I had to update my app, or actually this morning. I always check before I go live if there's an update. I mean, some of the things that I do to be successful on my stream, so you can see me clearly, is I always wipe my screen. So I always have like this little cloth. I have this little cloth that's in like a bag. It's for a camera. And I always have, it's a lint-free towel. And I always wipe off. I'm going to do it right now. Before my stream, I always do that every single time to make sure that the picture is clear. There's no fingerprints, because the fingerprints will fog it up and it's going to be blurry and it's going to look awful. And always make sure you have decent lighting. Okay, so I see okay, flat rate envelope is $8.95. Depending where you ship it though, no? No, actually it doesn't matter. Okay, let me go up a little bit and look here. Hey, Shake It Up, what's up? Auntie Kutch, how are you? Hey, Jay Gray. Thank you, Tony. Okay, where do you see an update? Okay, Sue, do you have an iPhone or Android? You would have to go to, if you have Apple, you would have to go to the Apple store and you would have to search for Whatnot app. Just type Whatnot in the store and then it'll show the app to download it. It'll say update. If it says update, click on update and it'll update the app for you. Android is kind of the same thing where you have to go to Google Store, or I don't know what the other store is where you'd get it on an Android device. I think it's also that way. You guys can let us know. If we had to unbundle and pay extra, they're not charging sellers. Right. Okay. they'll show them what they would have paid for that unbundling. So we have 2 weeks to make all the mistakes, minimize the mistakes, and try not to have that too crazy. Oh, you're has not, yeah, and also too, to keep in mind, if you're an Android user, Whatnot, from what I understand, Whatnot doesn't have a ton of programmers to work on the app. They're constantly hiring. So if you know anybody that's an Android programmer, they should apply with Whatnot, because obviously there's more iOS developers and programmers that they can hire, because that's just the field for almost every app. There's probably more iPhones, but the market is a little bit narrower, probably not much for those Android. And it could be like, because it's a little bit easier, maybe it's not as easy. I just don't know. I'm not a programmer, but I'm familiar with it and understand it. Yeah, Android. Yeah, Play Store. Okay, cool. 2 weeks to make business decisions. Absolutely. Yeah, because the programming is easier on Apple. Right. It's almost like some of the apps are on some of the apps. It's just literally like plug and play the way they do it. I am a developer for Apple and I have access, so I see it's complicated. It's complicated on some things, but yeah, Android, I don't know. But we'll see. You know what I mean? Okay, hopefully that worked. Did you have to do an update? Did you have to do an update, Nat? Hey, Seven Bridges. Hey, 401. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, photo guy. No update. Just going out. Okay. Not yet. I wonder if I have a update I need to do, because I checked this morning. I checked at 9 this morning, or no, 8 this morning after the kids went to school. Did the update real quick. Nothing, like no issues. Now, if it just shows the app, then in the play, then there's no update. And I think they like Apple seems to have them like every week, sometimes twice a week, depending on what they roll out. Because there's a lot of new features. Like I'm gonna go into like, okay, so now, and you can't see these things I'm looking at in the app until you actually are live. So when you're in your show, there's 3 dots like right about there on your screen, but you don't see them unless you're in the live. The only option you guys have is to mute me, I believe. No. Okay. So Lee, you don't have to delete the app. You just go to the App Store and you click on the up, you search for Whatnot in the App Store. And then when you find it, if it says update, click it. It's going to ask you, you might have to put a password in, but it's free to update the app. Just click on that and it'll update it. Even if you're in the Whatnot app, it will kick you out and then it'll refresh it. You may have to sign in again. It may just be right where you left off. But definitely try it out and make sure you have the latest update, because that does impact the way your phone is operating. And of course, make sure, like I always say this, make sure the device you are using is compatible with their specifications. You have to do a show today, debating to push to tomorrow for the shipping and updates. I know, I totally get it, Fancy Cat, because you want to make sure that your customer is getting the best deal, and also you just want it done already. You want to get into it. I know a lot of people are changing, and I will tell you, a lot of sellers will be leaving Whatnot because they're maybe it. Here's the thing, I was thinking about this, that sometimes shipping, it's not that complicated, but it can be complicated if we overthink about it, you know? Hey, Janet, welcome in. Hey, Missy. Okay, no Android updates available. I wonder when the last update was, because I've had a lot of people ask me. And I have an Android tablet. I just never updated it either. Yeah, and a few people have bought iPhones and they have loved the change. They haven't really had issues. The picture quality, like I'm on an iPhone 14 Pro Max. You don't have to get a Pro Max. You could get, a 12, a 13, or whatever you need, and just use it for this. Some people have gotten it as a business expense. Some people have bought these kind of phones and they're not paying for a phone service. They're just using the Wi-Fi in their house and using it to stream on Whatnot. And you can do that if you buy like a phone that has a bad now I'm getting technical on you guys. a bad ESN or something, and as long as you can still connect to the internet, you can actually use that. So ask your, really a great place to start. Ask friends and family, hey, you guys, because every few years, people upgrade their phones, and the ones that keep them for a long time, their phone's probably too old. I would ask friends and family, hey, you guys have an old iPhone around? I'm going to be doing this thing on Whatnot, and maybe you can bring them on as a buyer. And you never know who has a phone laying around. Yeah, you got an old iPhone laying around? I got a whole bunch of them, but none of them are supportive to Whatnot. But I have iPads. I have lots of devices. Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't have to buy a service. Sometimes you just got to make sure, like, well, you're with the person, even if you buy it from someone on the street, you have to, or Facebook, those kind of places you buy it in the marketplaces. You can even buy them on, there's that seller on here, but theirs go for pretty high. Look on Whatnot. There's probably some iPhones in the buy now. You just have to make sure it's a certain model. I believe iPhone 11, 12, 13, and 14 work on that, but you got to check the specifications. There you go. Cricket. If you have Cricket in your area, they have really good deals on iPhones for new customers. I don't know. I wonder. So I have actually, let's see. This one's kind of dead, or I would charge it up. Wait, is this a plug? This is a 7. I think 7 or 8 is the lowest that will work with it. But maybe, I wonder. I'm going to have to test and get back to you on that. Because I have a 10 and I have an 11. The 11 works fine because that's what I was using before. It would just get hot. I'm going to test those other iPhones and I'll tell you. How about that? Yeah. So like iPads, I have a few iPads because I fixed them and I resell them actually. iPad 1, okay, iPad 1, 2, 3, and I think 4 do not work with the app. Yeah, they don't work. Because I have tried. They just don't support it. Do I have one here? I know I have one. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I have this iPad, which is like a 3 or a 4. I think this one's a 4. And it just, every time oh, this one's actually charged. Shocker. This one, I just replaced the screen on it. So every time I try to open Whatnot, and then I cracked it. I can do a lot. Yep. I just play around with stuff. I want to learn. So it has the Whatnot app, but here's what happens. It just crashes. So if you pick up a used one, it could be because it's only 16 gig. It's not enough space. You need like at least 64. And then the other one I have, it's off right now, but that one doesn't support it either. And that's an iPad Air that is number 4. It just doesn't work. So I like to have 2 devices. Right now I'm on my iPhone, and then I always have my computer over here in case I need to look something up or list or do a giveaway or whatever I'm doing. I can still see myself and do that. I find that it works for me. It may not work for you. You might not be tech savvy. Some people are just good with the phone, and they do a run show where they put in generic weight, generic description, but maybe they have 50 items that are, 1 to 3 ounces packaged, or 4 to 7 or 8 to 11. You get the drift. And they do it that way. I was doing that actually, but to me, I felt like it was more work because I had it loaded. I wasn't selling in a run situation because you can never trust run next because you don't know what it's going to pop up. Hey, Nana. Hey, Misfit Kitty. How you doing? Hey, Jalissa. Use iPad and works fine. I know the iPad helps, right? The text is so small. And I'm over here like, okay, are my glasses adjusted? I think I need new glasses, right? Yeah. You know what? You can use a phone and an iPad. Um, okay, there you go. Nat uses the iPad for a second device. So what do you use okay, there you go. See, phone camera is really good unless you have a DSLR that's going to stream on your computer and you have a pretty newer computer that can handle streaming. You're going to get a really good quality video picture from that camera. I don't have any of my cameras with me that I would stream with. Oh, actually, no, none of these are. They're all in my other area. Yeah. Okay, iPad. Do you use a wireless keyboard? So if you're streaming and you feel like, oh my gosh, this is so much stuff, Dee, what are you talking about? Take a deep breath. You're not required to have all these extras. They're just for extra people that are extra like us that like all the tech stuff. It's never required. You could just do it with your phone. And then in your downtime, you can just enter stuff. If you have a laptop and you want to stream from your laptop, I recommend buying. I don't know if I could pull mine down. Let's see how long this cable is. By yourself, this is a decent one. Logitech camera, and put that on a. This one happens to go like on a tripod. So, do we have a tripod handy? Of course we do. This one can go on. This is like my favorite combo. I know. I know. So then I could have this and I could have it parked to film the actual product or myself and stream from my computer. So I highly recommend that you get if you're going to stream, get a 4K camera. You're looking at anywhere from 150 for a decent one that's going to last, all the way up to, $400 and $500. But if you have a laptop, I would not recommend using the camera on the laptop unless it's a 4K. And not many laptops, I don't think any have that. That's just me as a tech person. And make sure you have the internet that can handle that type of stream. Okay, let's see. Shell Pal says, you're trying to decide if Whatnot doesn't understand vintage decor estates. Yeah, so I can't speak on their behalf because obviously I'm not an employee there. I'm just someone that has experience in reselling on multiple platforms online, working for small businesses, large businesses. And I know that the shipping is there. So they're trying to, it's not that they don't understand, they understand. But the thing is, and this is all across the board, shipping is just what it's going to cost. And obviously, when it can't go through the machine, it's hand processed. That requires the postal carrier who's making $35 an hour to divide that up. How many pieces can they move? This is business. So it's all about profit, and it's all about, if they're moving these pieces, guess who's going to pay for it? You and I are. So those are upcharges, and that's just the cost of doing business. So eventually they're going to figure that out. That's why they have this measurement threshold on here. But if you go look at the USPS, they have also the measurement threshold too. And what happens is a lot of people are dishonest. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's huge. And what it is, it's not negative. It's it's one of the sides of business we don't look at. There's so many things that it could be. Can't really guess why. Just have to roll with it and look at the positive side. Maybe it changes your business model. Maybe you're not selling large pieces. Maybe you're just going to be a small seller and do, anything that's up to 10 or 11 inches because you want to allow that extra space in the box to get your 1 inch to 2 inches of bubble, paper, whatever, however you choose to wrap extra cardboard in that space. Okay. So I'm just thinking, keep it small. But even if you keep it small, you can still get sellers that want to buy 10 items, depending on what you're running it at. So you're going to have to rethink your business model. Or sports cards, people. I've sold lots of sports cards where I had to put it in a huge box, and it was bigger than the big priority mailbox. And the weight of that, have you ever shipped sports cards or collectibles? I had a 22-pound box of sports cards that had to be individually packed. Some of them were individually boxed. And I pack really good when it comes to that stuff. Probably one of the better packers on Whatnot. I've been told by multiple people that have purchased from me as far as sports cards, because you want to make sure that cardboard's not bent and it's well protected. So I don't know what the future of that will be for other sellers. So I think it's going to be for everyone. I don't know. Okay. May I ask why sellers put food items in their orders when buyer don't ask for it? I have allergies. So serendipity, and totally understand that. And food items, I don't know, like you mean like candy and stuff? So you should be okay. Like I give Laffy Taffy away in every order, 2 pieces or so. And I look at it like this: even if you have a food allergy, I know that you can't be touching that. 100% of my items are already wrapped up. They have not been touched. from the inside to the next one. So you should be okay, but maybe let the seller know, hey, no candy for me, thank you. But you also have to keep in mind, if a seller's doing a huge show, it's going to be hard for them to remember it. But definitely put that when you win right away. As far as food items, I can't control. I wish I had a better answer for you on why they do that. I don't like when I get an order from somebody and it has food and it has knickknacks in a bag together with no packaging. That's gross. The candy goes in the trash. Hey, Gabby, what's up? Hey, Lindy Lou, how are you? Look at, I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Hey, Noreen, welcome, welcome. So serendipity, I hope that you can figure that out. There are a lot more people that do have it where they have told me on my streams, hey, Dee, I can't have sugar, I'm diabetic. And a lot of times they're like, but I'm just going to give it away. Hey, what's going on, Tracy? How you doing? Hey, all together beautiful. Make sure you guys follow everybody. If you have a show, feel free to pop it in over there in the chat. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I think I wish I had a better answer for you on that one, serendipity. Hey, Tara, what's up? How are you? Hey, Carol, welcome in. So on average, here, should we do a poll, you guys? Anybody new here? Who wants to say they're new here, right? Nature hike on Friday. Follow all the sellers. Do you have your? Of course, you have your show bookmarked. Nature hike. See, I don't like going hiking anymore, but I'll go to a. Oh, I'm already bookmarked. Yeah. 6/11. No shows loaded yet, but possibly Sunday and Monday. Come follow. Yeah, Ron Dog 1904. That's more of my family that sells on Whatnot. Oh. Okay, yeah, I know. So serendipity, peanuts are the worst because almost every product's been produced in a factory with peanuts. So, yeah. So I would be really cautious buying any candy or food items directly on Whatnot because a lot of people don't realize how much is hidden. Absolutely. You're not new, but you still haven't done a show. Okay, I want to know what's holding you back. We're all here to support each other. So come on, get on it, girl. Take a deep breath. Or boy, I don't know. I don't want to assume. Hey, Triple C, what up? But feel free to DM if you have a question. And don't be afraid. We're all human and we're not gonna rush you. At least I'm never gonna rush you if I show up in your show. Yeah, work, nerves, balance, right? You take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. You hit 2K? Yo, congratulations, Butterfly Kissed. I'm so excited for you. That was quick. At least that seems quick to me. I'm almost at 6K, you guys. I think I have, yeah, I'm 50. So I need 165 to go to 6K. And I got to think of something good that I'm going to do. Yeah, it was quick. I thought so. I remember when you had your first show. Yeah, we don't bite hard unless you ask us to, right? Yeah, going for 1K sales. You think you're at 690? Awesome, Posh Salad. I love when I hear that. I love to see everybody succeed. That's always, and I will say, like, for me, I feel like a secret. I have a couple of secrets. I won't always share all my secrets because if I share my secrets, I'm doing you a disservice. 100% disservice to you because you have to do the work. You have to invest in yourself and figure out what the secret is because it's there. It's right in front of all of you, actually. Yep. But one of the things as a news seller I highly recommend is going to more shows, getting participating in the chat. And you see all the people here participating, they're sharing their information, follow them. That's like another thing. And bookmark some of those shows. I won't lie, you will get tons of notifications from Whatnot, but your phone's gonna be like battery sucking, maybe like whoop. And you could turn it off, you could turn it on, you could turn it on for tags, new followers. There's so many options in the setting bar. And maybe next week I'll show you guys some of those things so you can do it. Also, I have been starting to make some YouTube videos, how to do stuff on Whatnot. And I just put out one yesterday and I have 4 more that I'm going to upload this week. I can't believe it. I actually went through with it. So I wasn't before, but now it's going to be like a step by step. What's in the seller right now? I just put up one yesterday that's like what's in the seller profile. and like how to change some of the settings and where to find terms of service, TO, aka TOS, what I've always told you guys about, and Living Bliss Vintage's chat, and my own, in case you were wondering, and then how to turn notifications on or off. There's so many things I've showed you how to do in there. So I'm going to keep those videos coming to you guys because I get lots of requests. And it's super hard to show you guys when I'm doing the chats because I use my phone, and I will be showing on a different one. Okay, you don't care about numbers of followers. You just want the 1K sales. Tired of the emails? Well, you want those followers, even though you may think they're botted or not. They do make a difference because the more followers you have, sometimes you get more people in your shows, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're for giveaways. I've had it where people have just came for giveaways, and guess what? They turn around and tip me. They turn around and buy from me now. And some of them buy from me all the time, or they'll message me, when are you going live? What's going on? Because I was off. And you build those kind of different relationships. So like I used to not care about reviews. I actually care very much about reviews. I don't overthink them because we can't make everybody happy. You know, you just got to be real, be yourself. Absolutely. Lots of great shows going on. Yes, see? And then also if you're doing a show and you don't have any followers and you're like, "Oh my goodness, I'm talking to myself over here. This is really awkward." I'm not going to lie. The first shows for 4 months, I did not go on camera. I was always showing my goodies over here and I was talking because it was comfortable, right? That was my safe space. And then I was like, someone like, "Let's see what you look like, Dee. We hear you. We love hanging out." And then all of a sudden, boom, I have no problem getting in front of the camera. I'm a little behind here. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, I just yeah, you talk to, come on, how many of you talk to yourself? I know you all like might go, "Oh, that son of a bitch," right? We talk to ourselves, whether it be negative or positive. So like your inner voice is like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes you are what you think, sometimes you're not. But if you start thinking positively, you become that. For me, I still look in the mirror and I'm like, "You badass. Come on, let's do it. We got another day. We're lucky we woke up today," and just keep doing it because I enjoy what I do, and I have for a really long time. So you only have like 140 followers. You're gonna, yeah. See, I followed you before. Arcana crystals and art. Follow. No shows there, but I know you're gonna do it. You have some cool looking stuff there. Come on, get on it. You can do it. But you're a badass. You know what? Thank you. Gotta be yourself. Yeah, and I'm streaming this from YouTube Live. So if you're there watching, hello, come on over to Whatnot, sign up. What's really cool is when you get to do the stream, you can Whatnot will show a band across that says, join the Archivist at Whatnot, and then down below they automatically populate a link to get $10 off. And then I'll go in later and I always add, yeah, you get a Whatnot credit. I guess I don't say $10 off. So you have 106 bookmarks for tomorrow's show. How? Easy. When you're modding, as generous you are with your time, Nat, people will see she's funny shit and they're clicking on it and they've been to your shows. Now I've gotten it where I've had 100, 120, 30, and I get only like 30 people in there, which is awesome, right? So people do it, but then they forget, or so I am hoping I think you're going to have a really big one, but just let you know about that. Yeah, and then now that I do these coffee talks, you can rewatch it. Hey, Mimi, what's going on? Can I tell him? So Mimi and I were talking, and we're going to start doing more mental health chats probably once a month. We're going to figure it out what works best for both of us, and we want to do it just a chat, a hangout. Yeah, just working. Yeah, you're working on Whatnot now. I know you don't. I know that. Yeah. Yeah, we really had a good chat. We had a great response. Um, I wouldn't mind trying to do one of those in the evening. I know that we're just an hour apart. I know the Scars was awesome. If you guys don't know, like Teen Falcon, she, along with everybody that bid on her items, raised over $5,000. And then one of the buyers on Whatnot, her company matched the money. and donated over $10,000 to Scars. Scars Foundation. Yes. Isn't that incredible? And you know what? I like applaud her because that's a huge task to take on and to, yes, legit. I don't know the exact amount. I wish I did. Let's see if she did put it on her Insta. Let's see what her Insta says. I'm going to just peek. And if you guys didn't know, she does have Instagram. It's the Teen Falcon. Oh, 5162. There it is. Yeah. So double that amount. That's pretty phenomenal. Yeah. That's generous as ever. And it's scarsfoundation.org, I believe, is the website. Yep, it is. You just don't do that kind of stuff. People just don't do that. But because she benefited from Scars Foundation, they helped her family in the time of need, that she's paying it back. And I've donated to Scars. I plan on donating more to Scars because they're growing and they love. Hey, Lizzie, how you doing? They are growing, and so they're helping so many families. Yes, absolutely, Sue. Love it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That was so nice of you, American Grown Up. I appreciate you. Very nice of you. Very generous as well. Yeah, I still can't believe it. I would like to eventually do some kind of like charity kind of show like that. Yeah, and there's another fundraiser coming up 6/16 for the Trevor Project, which I really want to know more about Trevor Project. I'm aware of it, but as a human being, it's important to accept everybody no matter what you believe or agree with. And for me, like teens in trouble because they might be gay. Come on. We're in 2023. Let's just be better humans. It doesn't matter what we think about it, but we don't want those kids to end their lives. We just don't. I'd like to know who's it is heartbreaking. I used to volunteer. I don't want to go down this because I don't want to trigger anybody, but it's like suicide is real. And if you have a child that's struggling or you're struggling yourself, you got to seek mental health help. You just do. There's nothing wrong with you. You're human. You're overwhelmed in thought, and it would be wonderful. Yeah, a lot of bullying, and if we teach our kids to love no matter what, our world will change. And it starts with one person. It starts with one person. Yep. I don't. It doesn't. To me, I will accept anyone. I mean, and when I say anyone, I mean obviously I'm talking about human beings here. I'm talking about real people with real problems. Like, I don't care. I've had friends that have killed themselves. I've had family members kill themselves. They just had to do what they had to do. And yeah, and they didn't talk to anybody about it. But they did it for their own reasons. I don't hate them for it. I understand it. I understand why they did. I wish they would have been able to be reached out to, but sometimes it's just not that way. And that's what some of these organizations are like. Scars Foundation is incredible. Say you have a kid in school that's getting bullied and struggling because schools, oh gosh, that's a whole challenge where, you know, I have strong opinions with schools, very strong. But I won't get into that because you all know how I feel about that. Right. Um, Sometimes we just, love and action really go a long way no matter what. And you can talk some talk, but you know, if you don't have action, because that's a big one, yeah. It is an entire topic by itself. I will celebrate a positive thing because I'm gonna segue. I'm good at this. Segue into something positive. My kids have 2 more days of school left. Count well, not today, and then 2 more half days. I had my last IEP meeting for the year, which was just like a I'm grateful that it sucks. I have to pay for an advocate. Okay. I have to pay $200 an hour for an advocate, but I'm so glad I do because I just wasn't into it and they messed up so bad on the thing. And I was texting my advocate while we were in this Zoom call and I said, "Do you see what they did? They just admitted their fault." So it's all recorded. It's it's going to be a win-win in the fall, and I cannot wait for the new school year. Oh my gosh, it was such a relief. Even the IEP team, like they're all pretty cool except the main lady. She's a little gruff. Even she was excited the school year was over and our meeting was over. And now we'll meet in the fall and see what happens. But they actually got in trouble because they commented the wrong thing in front of their administrator. So it's on the record now. And I made sure it was put in the record. Oh yeah. I know. We have so the kids get out at like 3:30 and then tomorrow's 12:50. This is crazy our school district. Tomorrow's 12:50 for one the middle schooler, the high schooler gets out at 12:54. But you know what? It'll be fine. I'm going to decorate the front with like a finish line like running a marathon and decorate the porch before I pick them up and then they'll be like cuz this year was a real struggle for them. Just they'd rather been home doing homeschooling. And then yeah, totally gonna and then we're going to the movies to see the Spider-Man movie. They want to see that too. Yep. And I think I might fill the porch. We have a really big porch. I might fill it with balloons. Hopefully cuz it's textured. I hope it doesn't pop them. So I have to put bricks or something. But I wanted to make it really fun and then tomorrow's going to be just like do nothing. What do you guys want to go see the movie or you go to lunch, cuz they get out at early enough time. I think it's like 2:30. Yeah. I did that during the pandemic like when they were going in the mornings. So that's kind of what we were doing there. And I hope everybody like, you know, has that with their kids are out and they enjoy some time together, you know. That's what we've been doing like so with mental health like our kids gaming all the time and they're exposed to things. So we've been like changing our gaming in the house and like our kids are totally different. Less device, more fun, more talkative. My son does want me to play the Wii with him like all the time. Yeah, so we are. Yesterday I played 2.5 hours with him and every time I play he just laughs because he kills me in a Mario game. Every time. But I'm good. I'm like good on it so I didn't get killed and I killed him back. I know. So we just play the Wii and he loves it and I love it and it's the memories. And then, our daughter wants to have like PlayStation 4 or 5. I have a 4. I just am too lazy to. Do you go thrifting? Yeah, I do that with my daughter. It's really fun. I tell my kids all the time, like, we could go thrifting. You can get more for your money sometimes, right? And so last time we all went, I have a 12 and 15-year-old, and we went to a thrift shop kind of a little farther away. And my son got new Converse that, for $6. And then he was really excited about these. Like, okay, so these cost how much? That's how smart the kid is. Oh, these cost like $55 in the store, mom. So do I get the $50? Because they were only say $5. I think they were like 10 actually. And I'm like, no. Nice try, buddy. No, I do not have any today, vintage action figures. Yeah, and just hang out. Just hang out. I'm all about that. Just hanging out. They'll ask me about Whatnot, what I like about it. It's really cute. Or they're like, "Oh, we hear you talking on Whatnot, Mom. You're doing such a good job." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." It's kind of cool to hear that feedback from them. Kids are smart. He's smart, huh? Um, he cracks me up because the other day I have all my vintage stuff like video games and all the consoles. Like I have every console except I don't have PS5. So he's like, "Mom, could you connect that console to our TV?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's so old, it doesn't work with the TV." But I did find a workaround. Um, hey, hey, Micah, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. I don't have any vintage action figures. Not today, anyhow. I might have some. What's up, Kathy? How you doing? Hey, kids, how you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah. So, anyways, back to some of the Whatnot stuff. So, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. You know, I still love Whatnot. I still love the community because really, like a saying that I saw. I already knew this from before. Is like community over competition. I don't feel like I compete with any sellers on here because we're all different. We're all unique. We're all fun. And, we all have something, some of us have the same things to offer, whether they're knickknacks. Some of us have like different kinds of items. And that's okay. Shop where you feel like, where you feel comfortable and have a good time. At the end of the day, that really is what it's about. I'm very protective of my stream, and I always try to keep it so there's no drama. I know. I shop more than I sell too. I sell more on a different platform, but I on Whatnot, it's because I'm a talker, right? Yeah, we buy and sell each other's crap. Right, Nat? I know, it's funny. Yeah, there's room for all of us. So, community over competition. And I've always said, like, I don't feel like I'm competing against somebody on here. I just don't. We offer different things. We talk about different things, different hangout. Mhm. Exactly. That's why I like the nighttime, because in the day everybody's working and they should probably be sleeping. But if they have insomnia, I'm the place to be in the middle of the night because I will go, yeah, we all have different tastes. We're all interesting. And I think that's why I like nighttime. Yeah. Because at night we could play games. I got some new games rolling out that I'm gonna do. It totally is JCP. Yeah, chatty and fun, and you could chat. Like, I want to try different things because I chat. I scan 950 times, right? Hey, Seesaw, how you doing? I know, and think about it too. The other great thing, social thing on here is you just like Mimi said right there, and everybody follow Mimi. Her and I are going to be doing chats. So I have met so many wonderful friends that why do I look? I think I'm going to see better when I put my fingers like this. Isn't that funny? See, little thing I do. I've met so many wonderful friends that I never would have met without Whatnot. I know. I agree with you 100%. Right? Mhm. Same thing. You're a little scary, but very cute. I love that. Just did Hub's onboarding today. Did you know how long after it takes to? Oh, so as soon as you do onboarding, I think you can schedule a show within like a couple of hours, maybe right away. You'll probably get a notification. Hey, good morning. No, I did not see your show. When was that, Nat? Yeah, the community is pretty great. It's pretty great. Oh, on Wednesday. Can you see your old shows? Or did you turn that off? I'll have to check it out if you do. Antique Mafia. What's going on? Welcome. Hello. Okay, I'll have to check it out Wednesday. Okay. I'll make a note for that. I'll add it to my iPhone checkout. Yeah, welcome to Whatnot. Also, I'm pretty sure that you can do your show right away. That's what Whatnot wants you to do. They want you to schedule and go live as soon as you do your onboarding. I did not do mine right away. It was like 2 weeks. And then when I did my first show, didn't even work. I'm like, screw this. I'm going to not do this Whatnot QVC business because that's how I looked at it, right? Who does this? Who gets on front of the camera and sells their crap? And then I was like laughing because I'm like, oh, I started watching those shows. And then I really, really liked the shows. And so about another week, I'd say, yeah, yeah, it was about a week or two. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then my title of my show is Let's Try This Again. First show. And as soon as first show is in your title, you're going to get you should get a lot of people in your stream. I think I had like 12. It wasn't a lot, but for like a first show, it was good. Then I sold $79 worth of stuff. I totally remember that. And I was like, oh, okay, this was cool. It was kind of weird, like talking to the camera. I wasn't looking in the camera. I was selling my stuff like this, you know, and I would put it on. I'd be like, okay, yeah. Or I was not a smooth talker at that time because I still had lots to learn. So, like, this is just like my setup. It did not at all look like this. I've worked hard to, organize it. Right now, it's a little bit of a mess and add different things to it and change it. Now, I kind of like how it looks. I have these shelves, which you can see the items. It's lit okay. Not all my lights are on. And then up here is like my shelf and some stuff I sell from my shelf. But I started Smooth Talker, that's right. And I started getting an audience, getting followers, growing really, really fast, starting to sell more and more stuff because I was consistent. I think that's how you get successful and whatnot, is you're consistent. You keep your show schedule. You keep a schedule that works for you, number one. And I found that nighttime worked for me. And actually, my secret, and now everybody probably knows it, is nobody was on at nighttime. Everybody went to bed like normal people. And I'm just like, hey, wait a minute. I think I could be onto something here. I'm going to be the Insomniac Club. Why not? And that was the birth of my schedule. Sunday through Thursday, put my D in the name instead of day, right? And then D would be like my marketing gimmick, whatever you want to call it, to do stream anytime I want. So then I would do Sunday through Thursday, 10:23 p.m. Why 23 is my favorite number. PST PM. I would just do that. And I did that for weeks and weeks and weeks. My followers grew, my sales grew, my sales were pretty crazy. Like, to be honest, I put in a lot of time. My best month on Whatnot was like $15,000. So you can do it too. It's just putting in the work. And that's a lot. And that was profit. That was not sales. Yep. And I want to say that was like my second or third month. Yeah. So it goes up, it goes down. Right now it's down, but the other platforms were pushing that amount even higher. So this year is going to be scary when it comes to taxes, but I'm ahead. I'm profiting pretty good this year. So when I don't sell, I don't stress out about it, but I do want to start, obviously selling more stuff, but just find your flow. And that's what worked for me. Yeah, it's all about the consistency. Even if you pop on and you do a show every day at 3 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning, you do 1 hour and you could curate your show and do, you could be like, okay, I'm doing birds. Okay, today I have this little bird. It's vintage. This one's not signed. It's Toyo Company of Japan. There's one bird left, I think. And then you're like, you just start running it. Yeah, I hid my face for months. It was like 4 or 5 months. And then you run the item and you can actually do this. This is like another thing if you're a new seller. So like over here I have my record, right? So I'll just show you because a lot of people don't really see. So this is kind of funky to do unless you have like the ideal setup. But inside the settings for a seller, you can actually do it so you have face cam. So my face cam is here. You really can't see me, right? So I have to get it set up so that you can see me. It's kind of hard to see it. Hold on. Okay. You can see me in the corner and I'm talking about my product here. So I put it on screen, da, 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 da. So that's another option, but you got to figure out what works for you. You can also have it so you're like, okay, guys, check it out. Little bird. Don't let this one fly away. It's such a great deal. I love face cam, but I will be honest, it's very distracting in that corner because you're going to be like, okay, check it out. Right? It is a little bit. Yeah, it's only for iPhone. It's a great feature if you can get your camera in the right place. I can never get my camera in the right place because of my setup as an L shape. But eventually I will. Eventually, maybe I need a podium. I don't know. I kind of like the podium like Sisters Vintage does. It's pretty cool, right? How do you make that? Oh, okay, Bull City, how you doing? So when you're live, like I am now, you can click on those 3 dots and it's the utility. So it allows you to turn on verified buyers. You can end your show, edit your show, share it, rotate your camera, zoom the camera. And then there's other things like tip settings, RAID. Let's see. Oh, I can. You can turn it off if you want to. But once you're in that area, if you scroll down, it says face cam. So let me see if I can turn it on while I'm even on full screen on myself. I think it works. Okay, so it's going to show. Now, the other thing I can do is I can show, if I want to keep the camera on my big face, I can go, okay. See, it's like backwards when you look at it. Okay, I'm showing you an item, and it's only showing like my speaker area and a plug. So you don't get to see that. You get to see me. Who wants to buy the product, right? So that's face cam, and you can turn it on in the app, only on Apple. Yeah. It's kind of awkward, right? I mean, I'm trying to sell an item, but because the camera here, because my phone is in the way blocking it, a lot of times we're like making sure we can see the item is in the camera without looking in the camera. You're welcome. It's pretty cool. Just make sure you have the latest update and then you can get that feature too. It is funky, like I said. You have to have, I recommend like a tripod, and then you have it, you're in front of it. Like mine's just resting on my little stand right here, but that you have a tripod that is holding your phone, that you're gonna not bump it, or some kind of tripod. I could have it on this. This is like a really good tripod that I like because it brings it down lower. It's not quite low enough, but it works. And as long as you're not bumping around, if you start you just figure out what works for you. A lot of people have like OBS, and now Whatnot has built kind of a OBS type thing into the app so that face cam can be on in the left corner. If you swipe left on iPhone only, if you swipe the screen, you can move that. You can move the show notes without swiping it. Like, let's see if it lets me. Oh, it stopped it. They don't let you do that no more. But you can move your image. You can move the face. Let me see, watch. Yeah, if you click on face cam, I can move it down here. See it? I can move it. Oh, it's locked down there now. It does that every now and then. I think it's because I have a screen protector on my phone. Oh, yeah, it doesn't want to go. Okay, well, it's getting turned off. But you get the idea. You got to play around. The thing is, always push buttons. Always push buttons. Worst case scenario, you make a mistake, your show crashes. You know what you should do? Go back to your profile, go back to the app right away. Your show will be streaming still. Go to your profile, go to the show. You'll see the little red at the top. It'll show like people count. Your show's still going for roughly about 5 minutes to 30, sometimes an hour. It really depends on what you're streaming with. Just click back in that show. It'll take a second and it'll put you back in. Watch. I'm going to test it right now. Check it. I minimized my show really quick and I went back on. That easy. Okay, I know all the workarounds with it. And say you're in a show and you don't want to swipe out. You want to lock yourself into that show. Go to the seller you want to join. Go to their profile. Go to their live shows. Don't join from a swipe. Click on that show. Once you're in there, you do not swipe out. Because a lot of people, when they're bidding or they're running an item, they are swiping out and they don't want to swipe out. So just keep that in mind. You will not be swiping out if you do that. I know. I have to join, like, from my favorite streams. I tend to jump in when they're live, and I click on like the list of shows, and that's the same thing as swiping into the show or out of the show. It happens all the time. And it's right when I'm bidding on something. So the other day I was bidding on some marbles from somebody, and I swiped right out as I was trying to swipe right, and somehow I swiped up and I went out and I'm like, and I went back and I lost the auction. So it was just meant to be. I did not get it, right? I wanted it though. Hey, if you're just popping in, welcome, welcome. Any questions about Whatnot, let me know. And if you're a buyer and you have questions, ask away. I think it's just like I've said over and over. It's just like we're all learning. Yeah, it's super touchy. You should have seen the old way. Okay, there's a trick that happened to me. I have two screens on my computer. One's disconnected right now because it was having problems. I got to take it apart and fix the stupid board. So on one screen, I'd have Whatnot. On the other screen, I might have my camera or the chat on, and I have the chat zoomed in like really huge so I could read it. Right? So a lot of times it doesn't, yeah, a lot of times it doesn't like repopulate the chat from phone to this. And so when I was in it, all I was seeing is the people like updating, and I'm all talking away. I had swiped out of my own show. You're just resetting the internet and testing? Okay. Yeah, so it's been real glitchy, but what happened was when I was in there bidding on somebody, sometimes I'll be watching a show, even though not when I'm in mine. I might be having two shows at once I'm watching, or I'm working on a document, but I'm listening. And I was starting to type, and then all of a sudden I looked over and my bid was going up. I was like, "What the hell?" But because I was on the computer, it was taking the bid, and it was like a $5 and it went to like $30. And the person's like, "D, are you making a mistake?" They were a new seller, so I didn't care. They got the $30 for the item. Did I overpay? Oh yeah, I sure did. But it was defaulting. Every time I hit the space bar, it was bidding on Whatnot. So don't do that. Pay attention. And I didn't care. I was happy they got the money because it was like one of their first sales on Whatnot. Yeah, and I ended up giving it away. I didn't care. They threw so much stuff in my box though. It was like I told them, "Why did you do that? Why'd you do that? That was super generous. You didn't have to do that." And they're like, because they are like, "You can cancel." And I'm like, "No." They're like, "Well, that was like my second sale." I said, "Enjoy it as a tip." Yeah, I almost did that a second time. Cheap lesson for 30. Absolutely, very cheap lesson. Yep, I agree, but funny. Yeah, I don't think I've had like I have had. That's why I find for me, like as a seller, I find it really important to preload my store. Yeah, a combination for sure. And I knew that I've been already blessed so much with Whatnot. Like I think it was right around the time where I had some really good months, but I also put in like 100 hours. I was putting lots of hours in a week to build up, a following or a client base, customer base, but who've all mostly become my friends, are totally different kind people that I wouldn't meet in my everyday life. No way. So I appreciate that. And just learning, getting on here. Hey, Kristen, what's going on? Hey, Turbo Caddy. Hey, JWY, how you doing? Eliu, what's going on? Yeah, it's like I've said, it's always about consistency and the effort you put in. Absolutely. Because people see that, like who you are, what you're about. I always say this as an example. Like I've been on some streams and there's been folks that are like, hey, my name is whatever name it is. I don't want to use a name because someone might think I'm talking about them. Oh, Danielle, hey, what's going on? I missed you earlier. Hey, Patty B. And right away, you cannot keep, if you start out like that, hey, you can't start out with like a stream where you're not your true self because guess what? People will see that right away and they're just going to be like, we're out of here. Just keep it real, be real. Yep, be yourself. Yeah, I wish that would have worked out for you. Yeah, stay alert. Sleep bidding is real. Oh my gosh. I did recently have somebody do sleep bidding because let's face it, I'm on at 10:23 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, you know what time that is. I have people that'll pop in about 1 o'clock a.m. And guess what? I had an auction one night for some tiny Hagen Reneker pieces that were pretty valuable, but just say they bid it up like 5 times. They kept bidding with 3 other people, and I'm like, whoa, it's a little fight over here. What's going on? Who's gonna get it? And playing around, having some excitement. And then you know what? They won. And then I have a rule like if you accidentally bid once, fine. But they had done this twice before on my stream and ran stuff up like crazy. And I'm just like, I don't cancel when you bid it up and you're bidding other people out because then I lose that sale. And that's how Whatnot is. It's serious. It's you bid on the item. I don't force anybody to buy. So they were cool. They took the item. I did not accept a cancellation on that because they were bidding. They told me they were sleep bidding. And I'm like, okay, you have to take a break and not come on at nighttime if you're falling asleep. Yeah. Oh yeah, the modem. Okay, because it's streaming, you want to check your modem and turn it off a lot and reset it. Yeah. Your teacher voice always turns on the second you start a show. It's a struggle. I've heard it. Hey Richard. Hey, welcome in everybody. I want to make sure I didn't. Okay, let's see. Okay, you're almost at Mimi's almost at 1,500 followers and 60 sales from a 1,000. I am so excited and appreciate everyone on Whatnot. Mimi is awesome. Mimi is awesome. I've had the privilege of, becoming friends with her and on Whatnot and often chatting and definitely like we picked up the phone right now and called. It'd probably be 4 hours later and we'd probably pick up and be able to have the same conversation we had the last time, which I love. Yeah. And we're going to do some more talks, right? See, she knows. Right. Yeah. We're gonna try to do a once a month chat, mental health chat. I think it's important, and just to chat. Maybe we can provide other kind of, I don't know, other kind of resources. things that help. You guys could tell us too. You can always DM me if you have any chat ideas. Totally open to it. Absolutely. Hey, Yaya, welcome in. Just try to, give back what we can. Thank you so much. I think it's important. We all have something to share, you know? We all have something to share. Unique. What up, Lynette? How are you doing? And there's Lynette. Follow everybody. All right, send it. Send it. I'm always open for conversation and ideas. Absolutely, because Sharon is Karen, right? Not Karen, caring. You're so close to 2K. Hey, that's good. I know I'm following you. Let's see if Whatnot kicked you out. You know how they do that, where you follow people and then all of a sudden you're not following them when you go to their show. Oh, it does work. That's right. We do all grow together. And since day one, I've always said this, and I've said this over and over again. There's room for all of us on this app, because remember, we might not be a cup of tea for that buyer on the other end who's watching, and we might be for some. So that's okay. There's plenty of us on here with different personalities, different items, different styles of running. Some people don't want to hear talking. I've had people come in my show after bonding with other people on here, like just over like a very serious matter, like loss of child. Not trying to trigger anybody, just we take a few minutes to acknowledge, accept, validate, listen to. And then I had someone tell me, are you just going to talk or are you going to sell stuff? And I'm like, we kicked him out because we didn't need that kind of energy in the room. And then we talked and then we started selling. Big country! What's up? Congratulations. You guys will both get up there real quick. Absolutely. Hey, hey, Carrie, how you doing? See, I can't call you the other name now. Right? Yeah, I can't. Welcome in, you guys. If you're just coming on, we're just chatting. I'll chat probably a little bit more. What's up, Lynette? So, Pal, your Wi-Fi fixed your issue? My internet was acting really bizarre. It would be so laggy. And now, actually, I think I fixed my issue, and it was this fixed it. Have I slept yet? Yeah, I've been sleeping every day a lot now. I took a whole week and a half or so off to do self-care, watch some movies, sell something. I know, isn't it crazy? Yeah, and like I said, every seller does a different style. There's some sellers that run, scan, 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 scan. There's some sellers that scan, collect, set aside, and run. Because I'm holding the hammer. Now I'm going to fix my monitor over here. No, I'm just kidding. I found out that it was my monitor that was like lagging the whole internet. 4K over here. Everybody follow Unique Passages. She's also on at late night when I am. A lot of times she'll raid me or I'll raid her. And she's like, you're going to bed already? What's going on, D? You're back to business. Yeah. You know what? You got to take time for yourself. We put in the hours. Amy, what's going on, stranger? Hey, Kelly. Hey, White Buffalo, what's up? I know. Some people are like, what happened to you? Fall off the face of the earth? I'm like, no, I do have other businesses, and I was working actually on. You were up all night? I have other like projects I'm working on right now for graphic design and some marketing stuff. So those have been taking up a lot of my time, which I'm super, super grateful for. And unfortunately, I'm exhausted by the time I'm working on those. I just finished a press check for 50,000 catalogs for a beauty company. That was pretty cool. Trying to build your followers. That's how you do it right there, KM Holmes. Let me follow you. Yep, I'm not following you either. Applying to sell, please follow. Thank you. What category are you going to apply in? Well, I hope you have a good sleep, Unique. That's crazy. Why are you on this time of day? Don't forget, I do my tech chat. Remember, I usually do it on Mondays, so I'm going to be changing it up. I've been doing it on Tuesdays instead. So I'm going to be doing every other. So next week will be Monday. The following week will be Tuesday, because I'm changing my schedule up to really juggle. And then I'm going to eventually do a nighttime chat, dinner chat maybe. Yeah. Oh, glass pottery. So you're gonna get in the vintage decor. 3 hours. Okay. Yeah. Does anybody else on here get the mail before their wait, dinner with D? You love it? Yeah. Or cooking. Maybe I'll cook. Okay. Does anybody else get the mail before their husband or wife so they don't know your true whatnot addiction? Anybody want to answer that? Anybody particular want to answer that? You know who I'm talking to. Yeah, I definitely want to. Oh, you do a late night one too. I know. I bookmarked it, but I did not go. I think that's when I was sleeping. My husband is at work, so he doesn't see anything. Although yesterday he was home because it was his day off, and he's like, "Oh, more giveaways that you won," and it's all because Not Stifler's mom sticker, a sticker of like a 1950s housewife winking, and says she won this. Yeah, here it's my money. I do what I want with my money. So that's fine. He was like, should I register to buy on whatnot? And I'm like, it's not really what you would buy, but you can. So he's like, maybe I should start selling on there. I'm like, what are you going to sell? Car parts? I don't think it's the market. So we'll see. He might sign up. I don't think so though. He's kind of more of like a private guy. Yeah. You got your drawer of goodies? Ooh, I hope you liked them. Yeah, he's not one for selling online, but he does on other. Hell yes, car parts, Snap on. I told him too. So he works for a car company, like a luxury car company. And I tell him all the time, you should be like selling some like small, nice parts. You get busted on the Ring camera. Yeah, he brought a whole bunch of boxes yesterday. And he's like, let's see what you buy. So I did actually win 3 giveaways. And which I haven't even been entering them, but it happened. He's like, who likes this kind of stuff? This is grandma's stuff because he likes modern minimal, and I don't really collect knickknacks, just a couple pieces that I really enjoy. You got busted. That's so funny. Yeah, the car parts, I tell him too, sell them, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. That would be kind of cool though. You've had wives visit jewelry shows and check up on their hubbies and my watching coin shows. That's funny. Okay. That's funny, Antique Mafia. Yep. Sometimes he'll come over here and I'll show him some of the shows. Like Sisters Vintage, I show him the show. He laughs so hard. He's like, she's really funny. Like I wouldn't buy any of the stuff because it's not at all his style. But he's like, she is hilarious. Yeah, your mailman has to pull around the back of the house now. So you're not so you're caught. He gave up on you. Oh, that's pretty funny. The stories we should tell, right? Yeah. I think I said one time I had like 30 boxes. He's like, is this materials? What'd you get? But don't worry, he gets his boxes, maybe not as many, cost way more. Car parts are expensive, ladies. Or if your husband's into guns or whatever thing they're into, they definitely cost way more than probably what we buy, unless we're buying Gucci or those kind of things, Chanel. Sometimes it's not. And I'm not into any of that at all. Who? Which one? I know, definitely write a book, right? Who's teen sister? Spouses of whatnot. Oh my gosh, could you imagine that? Oh, you just gave me a good idea. Yes, that's her sister. That's my cousin. Yeah, Sisters Vintage is my cousin. Yeah, you should message me. I already had this in the works, but I haven't done anything. But that's such a good idea for something that just triggered me. No, they're not. But they kind of look similar, right? Yours, Lynette's doesn't ask. He just lifts one eyebrow and says, "You got packages?" Ooh, I can imagine the voice. Well, wait. I can imagine that whole facial, right? Salty. Yep. Not even. Hmm. I get it. That's funny. Night creature too. Yeah, for sure. You need to message me. You just bought a new house and the mailboxes are in the front porch. I bet Bull City, I bet your postal carrier just loves you. Oh my gosh. My girl, she just came right now and I had some cold water out there for her. I didn't have any I had one package over here and usually she's like, "I don't need no water. I'm cool. I got my own." I'm like, "I just want to make sure you got all you need here that I can give you, chips, whatever. What do you want?" No. She's like, "This is my job. Don't try to bribe me." Like she's cool. She's funny. You haven't met yet, but you already feel bad about it? Oh, man. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a PO box actually. My friend owns a mail carrier, like a mail center, and I usually take all my packages there. And he's like, "When are you going to get a PO box?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I guess I probably should get one here." Because I know that at the post office, they give you a size and then they'll hold what, but I need like the biggest one sometimes. But my guy doesn't charge any extra. It's all the same rate, regardless of one package or 50 packages. Yeah. Yeah, I need a room. I asked him actually because I sent a lot of business to him for like fingerprinting for the Department of Justice because a lot of people that want to be subs in the school district that I work in, we send them all to this guy because it's just better and the turnaround is really quick. And so I said to him, "I need a room." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We got you. We can put the boxes up on top and then pull them down for you." I said, "Okay." Get out of town. You send yours to the neighbor. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. See, I would send them to my mom's house, but I don't really need to worry about it. My husband knows I have this hammer. He ain't gonna mess with my buy-in. Nah, he don't care. That's the best part. I do like when I order something that's really big or I want to get, I do send it somewhere else. Do you guys tip the USPS people who pick up your packages? So my carrier, by the way, my carrier, I always change their names. I call them by a different name. So my girl is named Tanya, and I call her Daisy because that's what name came to mind when I met her. And it helps you remember. So every time I say, I'm like, "What's up, Daisy?" She's like, laughs. She loves it. She don't care. And I don't tip her with like money, but I've given her at Christmas like cash and a gift card and like a little basket just to say thank you. And then during like when it starts getting hot, I always will have water bottles and like an ice thing in the morning. And then she just comes at 10:50. So she usually comes about the same time all the time. My kids look like your kids look like the USPS guy. So he owes me 50 to 100 at Christmas. Yeah, that's super. I think I did about $60, 60 to 100 because I'll buy them like some stuff. It just depends. She doesn't like it. She's pretty humble like, "Hey, please don't do this. It makes me feel really." I said, "You don't owe me nothing. It's just because I can do it. I wouldn't just like do it if I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to afford it. So you deserve it, you know." Oh man, she took out your yeah, but the post office has insurance. Hopefully they take care of that one. But damn, that just happened right here, actually, around the corner. Some mail carrier in the bigger trucks actually crashed because they were on their cell phone checking some tracking thing and they crashed right into somebody's brick wall. So I'm sure they got fired. We need a sale for our carriers and surprise them. Hey, that would be such a good idea. Good idea. Yeah, they're the only one. And you guys, if you don't know it, USPS delivers 7 days a week because now they have the Sunday delivery day for Amazon. Amazon has hired our post office to deliver their packages. And they deliver all the Amazon packages anyhow, not just on Sundays. But yeah, the carriers are working 7 days. They're not all working 7 day schedules. They're going to work their 5 days and then the other person works five. So they might, Monday through Friday. And then you've got someone working Wednesday through Sunday. And they work really hard. Yep, they do. And people just think they just carry in mail to deliver it. It's not just that. They're sorting the mail. They're going over and building their bundles of whatever over their zones are. Yeah. They're doing a lot of stuff. Oh man. Yeah. That's all right. You know what? And a driving lesson. Believe me, she's probably going to be with that guilt for a long time. That's why it's always kindness. You don't know what someone's going through. Like how many Karens are, and I know people are getting tired of hearing Karens, but we've kind of adapted in society to the name of them. But rude people, let's just face it. It doesn't matter what they're Karen or not, but you know, yep. Don't be rude because you're not doing that job. And when you see how much work they do besides carrying it 7 miles, even if they're driving, you know, you better, Nat. All right, what show is it going to be? I will be there. Oh, you know what's great? If I order a pickup, which I really don't often because a lot of times they come too late and I don't want to leave it on my porch. I've caught the guy, but I have like I don't know, maybe I have a way with people. I've gotten the code to the post office for the back gate, and because they know that I'm not gonna. I've gotten the guy's phone number who does the pickups, so I can text him and go 20 packages. That's what he said, 20 packages. He has my number, or she has my number. There's two of them that come on my route for pickup. So I'm like, hey, all right. I'm like, hey, what if I want to put my packages here or here in my yard? How am I going to let you guys know? And they're like, oh, we could give you our phone number. You could totally text. Yeah, what's up? Join the party. Did you type that in or was that default? Hey, Wally Gator. Hey, Kay. How you doing? Welcome in. Oh, I done that before where I put in my last emoji. So, yeah, your husband worked for was a postal carrier, right? Unique Passages. So there's a lady that I see all the time at this little senior center. Yeah. She we both volunteer. She does a different thing. She works with the local senior center that's near my area. And in the senior center, they have a little thrift shop. It's a house. It's so cute. They hardly have anything good there. But when they do, they'll text me because they used to have collectors locally go in there, lowball them, buy the item, and go sell for hundreds of dollars. So now instead of calling them, they've been calling me. And I'm honest, I'll look it up. I'll be like, oh, you could get about $1,000 for that. Or it's gold. Because when you get older, you can't see the markings. So I donated them like a huge magnifying glass with the hinge and everything. And now they can see it with a light and they're like so excited about it. But the other day they had gotten this necklace and it was beautiful. And all their stuff comes from seniors who've passed away and have no family. So all that stuff, or the family doesn't want their stuff and donates it. So it was in a Chanel bag. And so they called me in and said, can you look at it? So I volunteer and I'll tell them. And I'm like, call this guy. He's a jeweler. He'll buy it and he will pay up for it. So it was either a Chanel or it's Tiffany and Company. And it was beautiful, but it needed to be cleaned. And so I called the jeweler for him. He came over right away because he was like in the area. Hey, Melissa, welcome. Hey, Indiana Flipper. And so he quoted it at like $4,800. So here's this little nonprofit that takes all their money and puts it back into their own community. And they have this little thrift shop. So they did that. He bought the piece and he said, I'm going to make about 800 off it, but I want to give you all the money I make off it. I'm going to donate it back. So now he buys the jewelry, but they were so excited because they couldn't see it. They were going to put it in for like $20. I go, don't do that. Like I could be a jerk. I could buy it and sell it and make a bunch of money, but they do such good things. Like I couldn't live with that on my conscience. No way. And I just couldn't. And so, he actually came back after he sold it and gave them more money for it. And totally, you can't do that. A couple deals if it's you get it for $10 and it's worth a few hundred, okay, but we're talking thousands of dollars. Like, yeah, that would be awesome, but given the situation of the place, how good they've been to me, like whenever I go and it's like $2 or $3, like I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I'm just telling you, like I gave back a little bit extra because a couple it was $3, I give them 5 or I'll give them a 10 because they're always nice to me. I met another lady in there, and this is where my story was going, who's like so good. Her name is Kathy. She was a mail carrier for like 35 years. So she would tell me, like, I didn't really realize, and this is like 5, 6 years ago I met her. I didn't really realize how many people, carriers, how much work they actually did themselves. Like, she completely educated me about it. And I was like, wow, I had no idea. She goes, people hardly know what we do. They think we just carry the mail from the post office to your house. We got to load our trucks. We got to get our bundles together. It's all sorted, but they got to pull it. They do physical work, get it going, and they're on their way. And, out of, her route was 10 miles, and she had some commercial. And she said, out of that whole thing in the 35 years, only about 5 times I had just total jerks. So for all the customers are always really good and generous. You get a handful of bad, you get a handful extremely good or generous. And so she comes in and all her time now she does, she's total, yeah, she dedicates her time to help homeless youth. It's amazing. And she gets clothes from there, and there's nice clothes there for work, for casual. And again, these are all people that live in like assisted living or passed away who have been doctors and lawyers. And like, it's a pretty swanky senior center. So all this stuff is pretty nice stuff. But lately they haven't had really anything, but I usually volunteer there an hour on Monday mornings, and then I'll price stuff for them just if it's any kind of value, or I'll direct them to the right collector, like, hey, that lady is not going to pay you. Go to this one. And, I enjoy doing it. I'm going to actually there's some seniors that have been asking me to do coffee talk over there to teach them how to sell online. So I may do that. I told them I'll do it. I'll come do it, but I got to go early because they're early. They like to be out there at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So then they're only open like 2 days a week. So it's pretty cool. And why not give it? And I think it would be fun, right? And I could go at a pace that works. Like, a lot of them are on their phones. I know. I already told her I totally do it. But I said, then your thrift shop will be out of business if they start learning how to sell this online, right? But it'd be cute and fun. And a few of them want to sell on eBay. So that's really where it's at. But they have like old baseball cards, old stamps. Yeah. Yeah, it's just everybody has it. It's just like opinions and, a-holes. Everybody has one. Everybody has one for sure. Yeah, I think it would be okay because I think, I'd probably get 5 people. So they want me to teach a class there basically about selling online. So I already have a PDF because I've done this before. So I'm probably going to do it. As far as going live there, you can't film in that building. I couldn't even film my presentation because they're very strict about it. But I probably could get permission. I don't know. They're really strict about it. Like when I tried to make a reel, just filming going in the door and stuff. And the lady, the first time is no filming because it's private space and you can't film it, even if you want to. Yeah. So I don't know when. No, HIPAA has nothing to do with it. That's only for medical, not in private spaces, but public space that you own. It's just, your constitutional right isn't private property. It doesn't work on that. It's only for public space, schools, libraries, anything government owned. But privately owned, Walmart, people go in Walmart, make these stupid TikToks that are hilarious. They can kick you out for that. You can't film. You have no rights on property, private property. To a degree. Not a lawyer, but I know what the Constitution says. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. You have a box of reenactment gloves from Grandpa? Oh, film it. Make YouTubes on it. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Record those. I'm big on documenting. I do documentaries on people that are over 90 years old. Yep, I do I've done a few of them. It's amazing what you can learn from somebody who's been through so much, but that's older, and they'll tell you all their secrets, what they think their secret is to life. I'm always like amazed by that. I've been doing it for 10 years plus, maybe probably 20 now. The common thread I found, I think so. It's crazy. I have to say that the one question I always ask at the end, I ask a couple because I like to make it fun. The one question I say, well, what do you think your secret is to living to be? And I've interviewed 100-year-olds. And they've said their biggest secret was talking to everybody. What they think has kept them alive all this time was talking to people, no matter what, just listening. And some people won't give them the time of day because, oh, they're 100. What do they know? But to be honest, it's like you can learn so much if we just shut up, close off the internet, record these people, post it. I think I forget what archive, the National Archives, I believe it was coming out with an app where you could record the stories and interview as many people as you want, as long as they were given permission to do that. And it's like, I love that because I'm into genealogy big time. Like I'm an amateur genealogist without the paperwork. I can find anybody. Okay, you popped off to work, ha 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 ha. And a thought came in. Do you know if we can edit the shipping weight in our shop instead of having to delete it? Like our shop as in marketplace, Rondog? Yeah, I think you can through the new seller hub. No, my documentaries aren't posted anywhere because they're actually I was hired as like a family historian. So the families, only one family has kind of said, "Yeah, go ahead and post it." But they have yet to sign the release because I don't want, but I definitely want to post some of those because it's just like one of my most favorite ones I've done. And I've done like memorial type. I'm really good. Like I own it. Like I'll be confident and cocky about it, if you will. I'm really good at hitting the spot, making you cry. Like, I pride myself on it. I know that sounds terrible, right? But because I know I feel the emotion, the raw emotion of that moment, it hits me. It even hits the people who haven't even seen it. And I've been editing over and over and over, and it's just like, boom, you know? Okay, you got the help for that. Good. So it's like, I mean, not really like, I guess I kind of intentionally doing it, but I feel the emotion from the person telling my story and I'm able to pass that on. But one of the ladies, I did a video on her 90 years last year, and she was such a joy to hang out with. Like, she was cool. She didn't appear to be 90 to me. Like, it was just a number. And when I was hanging out with her, long story short, she basically was adopted, raised in Australia. Oh, thank you. All natural. She was raised in Australia and she lived in a convent. And at the time, I want to say she was like 8 years old. I have to think about it. She said it was about the time the war was about to end, World War II. And she remembers being in the streets when they announced the war ended. And this part I love. And she said, I said, what were people doing? And she said, people were in the streets and they were hugging and dancing and jumping up, throwing papers everywhere and kissing like a real good kiss. Like it was so cute how she said it. And I found the actual footage from Australia, and the woman was literally telling it 1000%. There is no way she went on the internet. She doesn't use a computer. She uses a phone like the flip phone, and she verbatim from the video, I found this Mickey Rooney looking guy dancing around, jumping up and down, throwing the paper, and a couple making out and parade. And this was Australia. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I had found photos. They had been there years later. She took her daughter and I think her granddaughter. They went to Australia to the convent she lived in. It's still there. Somebody recently bought it and they're turning it into homes probably. Um, they'd never seen a photograph really of it, but I found it by her telling me the story and the location. I didn't even have the name of the place. It was incredible to find that footage because it was from the Australian archives. So I had to write a letter to get permission, even though it was not commercial, but because I do commercial work, commercial and professional, I had to get permission. They were fine about it. It was so freaking amazing. And just when she was speaking, because I was interviewing just her, I had her lit really nicely. She was dressed so nice. She looked so good. And when her voice would go over, it was like all you saw was the video footage and then her voice talking about it. And it just cued in and out. Like I couldn't have been much like so lucky to find that footage. It was a miracle. But that was one of my favorite edit pieces that I'm like, and then just to listen to her tell her story, you know? And I saw her not that long ago. She's like, I adopted you. And she's just as joy, like her name is Gwendolyn, and it's so joyful because it like fits her name, and she's just grandma to me, you know. And I haven't seen her in a few weeks, but every time I see her, it's like every time, every single time, I love that video. D, I just love that video you made me. I said, well, keep going. We'll do one for 100. Now we have this footage we can add to, and I'll interview you each time. But she too said her biggest thing was talking to everybody. And she's super religious, but not uptight religious. So she just loves her Jesus, loves her God. And that's what she feels like talking to everybody has gotten her to 90. And probably good genetics, you know, probably good genetics. So that's that's just like something like I love doing the documentaries. And the whatnot wives might be another documentary. Moxiana had a good idea there. Yeah, I was very lucky. I feel super lucky to hear and be able to connect with her and do that for their family. Oh, okay, sure. Hey, wild puppies, super curious. How do you edit the whatnot images on your reels? Is there a template? So if you're on Instagram and you click and you're watching reels, sometimes it'll say template and you click on it. No, don't apologize. I mean, we're talking about editing. Put it in. Let me know, then I can help you. So sometimes if you're in there, I use an app called One Shot and I make my own template. But there are other ones where you could get the music and you just basically, if you're scanning, as long as you click into a video you see and you swipe up, some of them say use this template or template, and you click on it, and then it'll basically bring that one up, just a clean slate, and you just upload your images from your photo album or whatever you want to put in there. Like, okay, on my reels that I have on Instagram, if you click on the one where it sounds like a camera snapping, click on that one, and it'll show template, and it'll make that one into a new clip. Hope that helps. Sign you up for the documentary. I know, seriously. Oh, about the whatnot overlay, like the little video thing there that says go to whatnot, where they're little like, right? Yeah, the sticker. Yeah. So those are under another tab for stickers. When you put your video, after you import your video, I'm gonna make a tutorial how to do those on my YouTube. Okay, I'll make one this week for next week probably because I have 4 more videos I have to upload. Oh wait, what's today? Tuesday? Oh, maybe I can make one. Oh, thank you. I just play around with it, and my skills on that are not so great, so I'm just playing over and over. But it's getting a little better. I mean, you kind of have to watch out when you make those videos because if you use songs, they're licensed that you can put on Instagram, you can put on TikTok, but then if you put them on YouTube, you could get a copyright strike, and you don't want that on your account. Yeah, it's let me just double check. I'm streaming right now to it. So it's DEE and then yeah, cool. It's basically D Archivist. If you search for that, you can put whatnot after my name, but that's what my YouTube name is. I didn't put the underscore simply because I don't know, when I signed up, I just left it separate. I don't think they let you put an underscore in the title, where some sites let you put the underscore in your name. Some don't want it. If I put D Archivist together, I get called Deer. I mean, I don't mind being called Deer, but it's not my brand and what I'm putting out there. Let me just take a peek here. Okay. Yeah, it's working. That is the correct. Oh, no problem. Thanks. But I will be making those how to do that because what I can do is I just created one actually the other day just to test it out. And like I learned too. So you can on an iPhone, I can screen record. Oh, awesome. Hey there, Sandra. You'll see it. It's about 5-second delay. What'll happen is when you can, there I am. Yeah, about 3 seconds. So when you're in on an iPhone, you can actually screen record everything going on in your phone. So if I do that, I turn on my microphone, I can talk through it. So I've done these step by steps. I made like 8 of them, and I forgot to turn on the microphone for my cell phone. So all of that will have to now be a voiceover. So instead of trashing the videos, it's okay. It's like talking to myself and I just keep on it going, you know? Hey D, what's going on? Welcome in. It's like I said, trial and error. And you have to have a quiet room because I'm thinking and I'm talking and I'm just making sure I'm saying the right things. Like I did the whole talk. I get down to it. I'm like, oh, one more thing I want to show you. Like as I'm saying goodbye, I'm going, oh, one more thing. Your husband passed. Oh, he got it. Congratulations. That's going to be awesome, Sandra. Right on. Get ready for some auctions, right? Hey, Kelly. So I do like making the videos, but every now and then, I'll do the live. I stream live now. It's pretty fun. So now I was like, you know what? I need to make sure I do these how to because I always ask all the time, how do you do this? How do you do that? I say go to the whatnot seller help section because they do have the step-by-step videos, but sometimes people feel more comfortable from another person explaining it because maybe they have a different approach to it. Maybe the way they talk about it is more appealing to them. I don't know, but I'm going to do those. I'm going to do some Instagram ones and how to make a video because I can explain it and I've been teaching it for a long time. So why not? OMG, you guys, what's going on? Hey, Guy, how are you? What's up? What are you doing? Well, thanks for subbing, you guys. I appreciate it. And, all the shows are going to be on a replay so you can see what's going on. And I am totally a visual learner. Yep. You can read it over and over and I'm reading it, I'm visualizing. Okay, wait a minute. I need to see this in action. So that's how I learn. Sometimes, a chart helps. Yeah, good afternoon. What's up? I am too, Marciana. Totally. Even when I get a new camera and it comes with that book, most of the time they don't come with the book anymore. I never look at the book. I go right to YouTube and I want someone to walk me through how to do it, all the settings. I'll play around with it first, then I'll go to YouTube really. And it's like, the information out there on YouTube is phenomenal. Some of it's not exactly helpful, but whatever, there's something out there for everyone, right? Absolutely. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just doing like a chat about whatnot. If you're a seller, feel free to post your shows. Everybody follow everybody. Absolutely. Hey, Angie, how you doing? Hey, K Hoff, welcome. Hey, hold on. Shakira without the sha. So Akira, what's up? How you doing? Cute name. I'm doing good, Angie. Thank you. Been on for a little bit here, almost 2 hours, so I'll probably be wrapping up here in a few minutes. Yeah, we've been having a nice little chat about selling. Hey, Jeepers Joy, how you doing? Hey, Sneezer. Welcome, welcome. Late night chat this Thursday, 11 p.m. Central Time. What? All right, I need to bookmark. I definitely need to bookmark that one. Actually, I think I just started following you on Instagram, right? And if you guys have Instas, share them. I already have a couple of your shows. I'm digging your whole logo and background. I'm like loving it. It's so cool. See, and that's another thing. If you're a new seller, create a graphic or an image that best represent yourself and put it in. And then you have a picture on your shows over and over. When that comes up on the whatnot, when other people see you on there selling, guess what? They don't forget it. They might forget your name, but they're not going to forget your image. So don't forget that one too. Keep something. You don't have to use a picture of yourself. Like I have a picture of myself. It's illustrated because it was fun to do with an app, but I haven't done much. I've changed other little graphics that I use. I have a new header I'm putting up now. Okay, let's see. White Buffalo's got a show too. Tonight, 7:33 Central Standard Time. New finds, MCM, vintage Christmas. Already Christmas, huh? Disney and more. Good show, you guys. Check it out. Yeah, you always look for the photo. That's why it's hard to change it. And if I change it, it actually is a graphic with 2 circles with the logo and my mug. And then the background says can't sleep question mark. And it's real light gray in the back. Yeah, cheek and bone. That's my best feature. That's awesome. It's great. Did you design that? Are you a designer? I'm guessing you are. That looks pretty cool. I love it. A lot of people say that to me. I always look for your picture because don't change it. Oh, cosplay. Oh, that's cool. I love it. All right, your show's tonight, huh? Matt and Margaret, what up? How you doing? Okay, so Mimi's Vintage Finds has one with Papa J tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, follow and bookmark Antique Mafia. Every time I say Antique Mafia, I think mafioso. Are you Italian? Antique Mafia. I am. That's why I ask. Watch shows diamond, opal, and gold jewelry plus sterling. Southwestern sterling and turquoise show. That's awesome. Oh, jade jewelry show too. Wow. Now, do you ever like educate, like, and show people how they can tell German to the max? That's cool. Do you ever show, like people like say they show them how they tell it's real or not? Do any education at all? I haven't yet to check your show out. I know I follow you. Let me double check. Let me bookmark one of your shows. I'd like to come check it out. See, those are tough times for me. 5 and 6 p.m. are really rough. That's about my dinner time when I'm cooking but summer's coming, so my schedule is going to change. Hey, Erica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah, it's always just fun learning about each other, what we buy, what we don't buy, packaging. What kind of, if you guys have any ideas for like upcoming shows where like, Dee, hey, I would like to see you talk more about this, let me know. I can show you guys how to do stuff. I've done that before, cloning. Most people have come in, and if you're new, you don't always ask because you're a little shy, and that's totally okay. I'm not so good on stones. I usually learn from chat. I know chat knows. Chat knows. Hey Ash, how you doing? Hey Lola, what's going on? Hey Toby. I do not know anything about jewelry. I mean, I wear very minimal. I don't have anything on and some diamond earrings. My husband's really lucky to that because I do have one. I forgot. Yeah, so I don't know anything like about that stuff, but I have 4 bins full of jewelry below my desk, and they're almost all entered for my yeah. That's got to be at least 40 pounds of jewelry. You learn about jewelry by watching QVC. So I'm not big on it. Like I have watches, I have all that stuff, but I feel like I should, and I just buy it because I like it. There's some cute ones. But I feel like I should probably do a little research and not just start at like a buck. I mean, I could start running it at a buck, but I want to put that research because I want to separate it all by weight. But there's earrings, and I can't see a lot of that stuff because I have to get my magnifier out because it's so tiny. Peace, what's up? You have it too? Hey Judy Ho, how you doing? Hey W Leg. Yeah, so I do have a lot of jewelry people. I do have a jewelry show scheduled, but it's going to be, I think, on the 20th. I'm going to keep it because I have to just upload that sheet. Wish me luck because I entered everything. Hey, what's going on? I'm going to do, what do you guys think of this? Jewelry grab bags. And then you get to pick the grab bag for X amount, and then we'll open up and see what's in there. And I might do it where it's like a ring. I don't think there's any precious metals like diamonds and things. There might be some 14 karat or some sterling, but I'm gonna be like, these are grab bags. I don't know what's in it. We'll put 4 or 5 pieces in it just to see some brooches. Yeah, absolutely. So part of me is like, I might do see-through bags so you can kind of see what's in it because I feel like I don't want to be a seller that misleads anybody to be like, oh, that's $500 worth of whatever in it, and that's not the right thing to do. So the integrity is here. So I kind of want to let you be able to kind of see it. But I've never done that. And I know I don't want to see people get burned on bidding up crazy. So again, I want to take those ideas from you guys. Like, yeah, always would fill out description, like 2 bracelets, silver tone, because I don't know if there's silver. Yeah, there actually is some jewelry in the cat's meow. There is some jewelry in the cat's meow, actually. I do want to give you guys a giveaway. I'm not ending, but I'm going to go into doing maybe some selling if you guys want to see some stuff. What do you guys think? I do have my mystery bid bins. That's the cat's meow that Mimi was asking about. There are a couple of brooches in there, and there's a couple of nice pieces in there actually. Last time I think someone got bracelets. Let me just peek what's down here. Yeah, see, I have big bins and then I have like bins like this, just packed. This is like packed with brooches, some bolo tie. There's like lots of stuff. Some that are actual. You love the cat's meow. The cat's meow is like one of your favorites, I know. All right, give me a sec here. I'm going to do a giveaway. I just got to put it in here. I know the cat's meow. I'm going to run a giveaway. I'm going to turn my camera and show you guys some stuff because I do like to talk, but I also want to sell some stuff so I could keep doing these Monday or Tuesday because I'm going to alternate it. Yeah, Ash, thanks for that input. I appreciate it. I don't think I can. One thing I don't like is that you cannot change. Like, say you have an item in your store and you want to switch it to a giveaway to give it to people. It's really hard to switch. It doesn't usually let you do that. So you have to re-enter it each time. So let's get that in here. I'm going to actually do, because I have this in Buy It Now. If you want to go to Buy It Now, totally up to you. You can get in the cat's meow. I will show you what it is. It's 9 little drawers, and I have it in the Buy It Now for 15. And sometimes there's gift cards in there. No one's gotten the gift card. I can't believe it. There's buttons, little tchotchke items. There's some weights in there. So each drawer could be full. Each drawer could have like a few things in it, but it's definitely in that value range. So I could start running some of those, but I do have it in Buy It Now right now. And they usually are about 8 to 11 ounces on average. Sometimes, actually, I take it back. Those are not. That's my regular mystery bid. Hey, welcome back, Auntie Kutch. How you doing, Seven Bridges? What's up, Juan? Hey, Osni. Okay, let me just do this giveaway in here. And this one's going to be, I'm going to actually give this cute little bird away because I feel like, all of you who are maybe new sellers or, sellers who have been on here or buyers that, don't be afraid to just take a leap and fly into success. So I want to give that to you because I hope that, this little white bird will be you and you're not just sitting back. You're getting in on the action. So let me weigh it. It's a vintage bird, Japan. And it's 4 to 7 ounces because it's like right around 2.4 ounces. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to enter that. I think it was made by, you're welcome. It was made by Toyo, Toyo of Japan. It doesn't have a sticker, but actually sold. There was other ones I've sold with that sticker. So what did I say? 4 to 7. And I always put D's random surprise. It's a white small bird. And it's ceramic. Oh, it's interesting. I put it on a giveaway and it has a price in it. That's weird, huh? Okay, there it goes. How weird. It was not allowing me to enter it. Okay, so I hope the bird helps you fly to success. I really feel that way. All right, we've got it. Let's see if it'll let me start the giveaway on my computer, and it should be there. So go ahead and get entered in it. I'm going to turn my camera over here, and I'm going to put the little birdie and let my little spinning wheel do its. Oh, it's a little dusty over here. Yeah, not too glitchy over here, thankfully. So make sure you get in that gift away. Giveaway, give it away now, right? Hey, Moon Sky, welcome back. Hey, Xantho Shop. Am I saying your name? I'm saying your name wrong. No, I'm not. Gift away. I stole that from Lynette subconsciously without thinking. Unique Passages has always called her giveaways gift away. And I didn't even realize that she was saying gift away. It just got implanted in my head. So that she is the main one I've seen say that. Thank you for being a friend. Yeah. Everybody calls it something different, right? I said it right. Woohoo! Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like I've seen all some people call it what do they call it? Or thank you for being a friend. You like the reference. I'm trying to think. Follower freebie I see. I see all kinds of different. Oh, good seven bridges. I'm happy a little bit can help. Yeah, you do follower freebie, Moon Sky. That's right. Because who doesn't like free 99? Right? So let's get in there. We'll give it a little time, a little run out. Absolutely. And I was just about to say, why don't you guys put in the chat your shows? I'm going to step away and get more coffee and some water because I like to hydrate. Okay, I am back. I just needed some H2O because, hey, we all got to hydrate, right? Okay, let's see the shows. I'm going to scroll back up. The Rose Chin tea set. I sure can. Yeah, you know what? I love it. Yeah, you usually don't enter, but this is an exception. This is a great little bird here. The bird of success. Oh, I love ice water. Yum. So, wow, there's so many good shows going on. Make sure everybody follows everybody. We have about 30 seconds left and it'll go off. Judy, I will. I will pull that one up. The Rose Crown. Yeah. Here we go. It should be going here in a second. Follow everybody. Bookmark everybody. We'll find out who gets this cute little bird. Here we go. Good luck, you guys. Who's gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Shay. Congratulations, Shay Rain. Way to go. You're gonna get this little birdie sent to you. Congratulations. Yay. All right. Let me get the little cup and saucer out. So here's the saucer. I had a request in the chat. And the back of it is marked. There's the saucer. I'm going to show you. I actually always do this where I rub my fingertips around the edge on camera I'd say about 80% of the time. And the only reason why I say 80, people sometimes are like, oh, but I always check it 100% before I run it. When I am to the side, just to make sure. So this has 0 chips. It is marked Rose Crown China Company, Pasadena, California. It's really beautiful. And on the edge of it, if you see here, some gold trim. This is definitely hand painted. And on here, the mark is a little bit hard to read, but it's beautiful. Hey sis, how's it going? And this one too, I have to look. No chips on the top or the bottom. So that's the set right there. If you want me to run it, it's pretty light and weight, but it will be packaged really well. I can pin it for you so you can take a look at it and you can see what the shipping is. What's going on, my stuff? Hey, Erica, how you doing? Hey, Judy, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and run it. And if there's any interest, feel free to bid on it. If not, no problem at all. I'm going to run a few items here today. Eliub, welcome. I see a lot of people welcoming, refreshing back in the stream. Yeah, it is really pretty, and it's hand painted. Okay, no problem about that. I'm going to put that back. Just wanted to show it. It was a request. You were out. Oh, you were on until 5 a.m.? Look at you. Look at you. Wow. You're turning into an insomniac. All right. Let's take a little scan and see what's going on. Did you have a good night? Let me zoom out. Ooh, I was really zoomed in on that whatnot. All right, so I'm going to start up top. I'll do a little scanning, and I'll probably stay on here till about probably 12:30, 1 o'clock. So if you see anything, now is the time to let me know. Yeah, good. Glad you had a good night. Yeah, no problem. The tech issues with the app. You might need to update the app, so make sure you check in the store. Little peacock hanging out here, clip-on bird. Little hurricane lamp. Couple of empty 1970s. Yeah. I'm usually on 10:23 p.m. Pacific time until whenever. Well, if you needed me to rerun that, I could do that. You just slid too far. It didn't let you bid. Oh, you swiped out. Gotcha. Got you. I also have this other little tea set too. No problem. Thank you for asking about it. Some little planters with good old side eye Sally taking up space. What's up, girl? Yes, I like the dolls. Well, it doesn't sound like you're packing. You're on here chatting. Judy, I do not have any teapot. Actually, I do have a teapot in my bin. It is a pretty big one. Oh, break time. Okay. That's my sister, my stuff for sale, so I can give her a hard time. She likes it. Hey, Triple C. You did hear peacock. It's a clip-on glittery peacock. Looks like a peacock feather. Probably like for, an accessory to put on packaging, like a present. Oh, I did. Is Big Country in here right now? Yeah, put it on your hat. Put on your shirt. I already said I would walk in the post office with the other bird. I did it already. I have to make a YouTube on it. It's hilarious. I did it with this bird. I had it on my shoulder. And they thought it was real. They also thought I was crazy. Oh, where is Big Country? Is Big Country in here? Yeah, I do stuff like that. Just I love shock value. Always have. Oh, do they? Big Country! How's that? Holy hell, that was loud. I almost got it down like Living Bliss, right? So we've got some Ziggy piggy banks. These are vintage. Aren't they cute? They're tiny. Look, a penny saved is a penny earned. Okay, good. I feel bad. You have to let her know. I mean, I feel good. The head. Oh, I throw the head back. I had my head sideways. I have to go to his show so I can hear him do D. She would be proud for sure, right? Because I tilted the whole thing down. Woo! It's like, I don't know. All right, I've got a few things over here, some fairies. Oh, yeah. You know what? I love it. My son, we just bought him a 3D printer, and I'm like, how big can we print stuff? I want like a helmet. Ugh. Hey, before Chewbacca Mom was popular and viral, I would wear my Chewbacca mask to the post office because they all know me in there, and they crack up. You're probably now known as the Bird Lady. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Although, no, I'm the one that goes in the post office, and when my postal workers are getting a bunch of crap from people who are not nice, I'm like, you guys are amazing. I love you. Thank you for going the extra mile for me. You're doing a fabulous job. I yell it so loud in the post office when the Karens are at the counter or just somebody mean, and you see them smile. They're wearing masks, but you see them smile. They know I love them. And I have a good rapport and relationship with my carriers. They're pretty cool there. When it was somebody has the same birthday as me in the post office in the back, and when it was my birthday, our birthday, we say, you know what happened? They invited me in the back to have cake with them. My husband's like, oh, and he's waiting in the car while I'm in there having cake. I'm getting a big piece of cake. And then I come out with the cake on a plate. And he's like, you're the only person I know that can go somewhere that knows somebody or makes instant friends. And you walk out with a piece of cake in the post office. I said, oh, they took me in the back room and gave me the cake. Yeah. See, and it does pay to be nice because, they're just doing their work. I've been told I've been full of shit. I don't know why. See that? Yeah, I just enjoy it. And you know what? What's up, Kristen? How are you? I'm just kind of scanning around. It's the hamburgers and cheeseburger salt and pepper shakers. Oh, you're messed up again? See, I took a couple nights off so you guys can sleep. OMG was glad because she said, I slowed down on spending so much at night, D. You watch my sister. I told my sister I'll let you sell. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so glad she had a good sale. Yeah, acts of kindness do go a long way. I always tease her and say that. They don't sleep. They don't. You'll see. Like at night, there's a lot of people that come on that they just want a calm voice, chill vibe, because a lot are in bed. So I have to be careful ringing bells or yelling. And sometimes I whisper because they love that. Love that, right? So basically, my sister's voice drove you to scrub your toilet. It drove you to scrub your toilet. That's a first on Whatnot. You hear that, Linda? Yes, I do have my tiny microphone. I do have the. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of props. Mimi, when we do our chat, I'm gonna have the tiny microphone. I'm all about the tiny microphone. Yep. So toilet scrubber Madison. Woo woo. Somebody's got to do it, right? Yeah. So as you can see, right now my inventory is a little bit low, but got a little bit of goodies. Hey, it needed it. Right. I'm just guessing. Like, yeah, you're good about cleaning it. I tell my husband all the time, after you use the bathroom, you could totally do that. It's like, what? I put on cooking dinner show to listen to. Yeah. These are the bracelets that my kids make. They're in Buy It Now. We can make any combination. We just made a whole bunch and they shipped out Friday and Saturday. The tiny microphone. You overhauled your entire store? The tiny microphone, there was that lady on TikTok. Have you guys seen her? You know who it is. Hey, Bin Yuen, how are you? She's from India. And she says, hello, my friends. And she was the first one that I ever saw on TikTok using that tiny microphone. It's like her whole thing. Pinky, yes, I love her. Anyway, so I was like, man, who could copy her? She's just amazing. Yeah, why you didn't have a show? Because you tear it apart. Yeah. No way. She's by Chicago. That's right. She is funny. Like, she would be someone I would be friends with. I'm friends with her. You know what I mean? Because she's my kind of people. She's hilarious. So I always have little figures and stuff. Yeah, there's only a few TikTokers that I love. Like, the one girl is funny to me, and that's Pearly. You know who I'm talking about. No way. She did stand. Yeah, she did. I saw that she was doing stand up. I mean, it makes sense. She's freaking hilarious. You guys see that girl Pearly that asked people, hey, kind sir, can you hold my phone while I do a quick TikTok? And then she has the phone. It's already recording, so don't worry about it. And then she goes and they're filming her. And then she gets down on the floor and she crawls and is like, "Rrr!" And she starts scaring people. It's hysterical. Hey, Dis and Dad. Hey, Sunshine. Yeah, she's pretty funny. Okay, the best tip from, yeah, self cleaner. Clorox. Oh, yeah, I use the Clorox bleach gel toilet cleaner. You don't have to scrub anything. I mean, you do, but you really don't have to. It cleans it. Yo, hey, oh, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, SD Calderon, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a little while. Oh, you've been collecting something else, Disney. You have to get richer for that. Oh, I did a talk show for 2 hours and I'm just kind of scanning through, but people can ask questions. We're just talking about cleaning toilets a minute ago, and then we start talking about funny people on TikTok. She's not even supposed to be there. Apologies. That's my girl. I actually cleaned my shelf off because I was putting camera lenses and some of my body parts, ceramic ones. You don't do the TikTok? The two things I love about TikTok is I love the teaching and I love the healing therapy side of TikTok. Yeah. You spend time on Reddit. That's cool. I like Reddit too. Hey, Day Sleeper, how's it going? Yeah, some things are weird that they're muted. Good, good. Thank you. They're probably laughing. That's funny. You have enough screen hobbies. That's a good way of putting it. Definitely a good way of putting it. And then we're going to scroll over here. That's the funny part when you're selling, you like want to see the red, but you can't because it would be distracting for some because there's boobs flying left and right. You like watching those bad little kids on TikTok. I don't know the bad little kids on TikTok. Should I? This is my hunk Ken. He's beautiful piece of artwork from Vintage Northwest. Daughter, one of a kind. He's got a kid. my beautiful hand I got from Teen. I love it. And this is the Cat's Meow that I took forever to get to. The Cat's Meow is a game, and these are magical drawers. Oh, I have not seen The Bad Kids Teach Your Students How to Destroy Bathrooms. Yeah, what's the username on those bad little kids videos? Like they have a whole stream. You had someone come into your show last night saying they never received a little glass turtle. They said they didn't save a copy. I went back to end of March. They never purchased from me. Yeah, that's like a case where I would say like, you know, you want to reach out to support at whatnot.com. Yeah. There was a challenge to go rip soap dispensers off bathroom walls. Oh, goodness sakes. This is where the kids should have mandatory cleanup for causing damage. That's wrong. And then turn it around, and schools should teach them how to install them. Like that's your service. You're going to reinstall, you're going to paint, you're going to sand for the damage you caught, if you catch them, right? Yeah, they probably were trying to get a free one. On one kid was in the corner, kept saying, "This is bullshit." Oh, with that little voice. I know what you're talking about. It's like a cute little baby voice. This is bullshit. Yep, I know. Adults use that voice on a lot of their streams. Oh, right. You can't teach them because it is a union job. This is bullshit. I don't do that voice very good. Or like that one they used to. There's some funny voices, right? That people have like used a TikTok. If you haven't seen TikTok, it's, they probably upload those videos to YouTube for sure. Yeah, get back to packing, get to work. I have my little elephant, I do. I have actually a little soundboard. I need to program some stuff. That's one of the little funny little sound effects I have for this funny poached elephant. Hey, welcome in if you're just popping in. I'm just doing a little scan. Did a little chatting. Yeah, it wasn't my sister. Do the elephant. And the light is on, so you can't really. There we go. Hold on. It's better if I zoom in a little bit for the full effect. That's actually my laugh. I did like a special laugh that way. Because I just said, this is what it looks like it's doing. No, you cannot. You can download them on your list, like Sunshine and Lollipops. You can actually download them in the Seller Hub by downloading your. Hold on, let me go to the Seller Hub right now. Oh, let's see if they do. Hold on, I'm gonna look. No, you can't sort. You can't search. I'm trying to see if you could download some stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna check right now. That was so nice. Yeah, you know what? Okay, actually, I think you can. You just want to list. Okay, so if you go to payouts and ledger, let's see if they. Yeah. So if you go on the web, I'm not going to show because it shows my information. So if you go to in the new Seller Hub, you go to payouts and ledger on the top right. You can export data, and it'll generate a CSV, which is an Excel file. and it can be opened by multiple like spreadsheet. So it generates it, and then depending on the history, I wish it gave us the option, right? It doesn't do that. But it crashes. It crashes when you're doing it. So let's see how long it takes for a report. It's 12:14. Seller Hub's not so bad. It's actually a lot better than the other one. Yep, it's better because you don't have to keep scrolling down. The thing is, Seller Hub does not exist on a phone or a tablet. You have to go to whatnot.com and then go to your seller profile and go to all your info. Okay, so that took me 1 minute. So I'm going to actually download the file, open the file up, and tell you what's in it. It does have seller names. But remember, if you copy and paste that, yeah, no problem. You can export it, and then it will open it up. It just doesn't show you all your fees and everything. It shows you, like, it doesn't break down every order, which I hate that. I wish that they did break it down. And I'm looking at it to, oh, haha, they're getting smarties. There's no seller names on this now. Nope, no seller name, just because it's your, oh yeah, it's changed. You don't get a breakdown because you got to click on each item for that. Yeah, no seller names at all in it, just dollar amounts. And then so it basically shows user ID, but it shows it by a number. Numbers. User IDs are now numbers, which they already were. Then it shows like date, amount, listing ID number, order ID number, message, status, transaction type. So sales, tip, payout, adjustment. And I think that's the only ones. And it doesn't say anything about a seller name. But I think if you go to, let's see, there's another option, I believe. Orders. No, you can't export there yet. I'm just kind of scanning through it. Oh, well, the other way you could do it right now is go through the dashboard, the old dashboard. You can get the list. Okay, if you go to the old seller dashboard, and wait, where is it at? It's not. If you go to the old ledger, let's see if that data is different, because I feel like that had the seller's name in it before. So we're going to try. I'm going to export it right now and see. Okay, this takes about a minute. Yeah, it's probably going to be the same manual way to do that. And because of Whatnot's terms of service, showing the information might show a seller's name, what they bought. It's against the terms of service to show that on any Whatnot stream. So I don't want to do that. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same info. The old ones, you could actually see the buyer's information. Yep, they changed it. I wish it would show the name. Yeah, you have to go the old way. But remember, today is the day that you're supposedly not going to have access to the Seller Hub. Yeah, no problem. Not a problem at all. Happy to help. Today's supposedly the last day we have the support or the access to that hub, seller dashboard. So I would go in now and copy all of it. Because the new way is you could still copy it. It's still there. They're not going to hide our buyers' names. But on the new exported, it should have the names. Yeah, that's a good idea to do a private show. Those are great. I've done a couple. Like a test show, more or less. Hey, Cash Money, what's going on? Hey, Pammy Cakes. Did a little chat. Now I'm kind of just scanning through the shelves. And I'll probably be wrapping it up here in a few minutes because I'm going to try to find somebody else to raid. I do have somebody in mind already. And I appreciate you guys. Whoa. See, that's what's tech. At least I'm quick. That's what's great about Whatnot is, the raiding. You guys like to do raids? I know. Good thing, too. It was like right next to a cup of water. My phone would have fit in there. How do you do a private show? So you know how to schedule. Oh, during my show, how do I find someone to raid? Usually I look through who's going to be on that I've either had an experience with that's positive or a new seller. And then I'll write their name down on my little notepad. And then I will check on my other device to see if they are still live or they're going to be going live. So that's kind of how I do that. How do you do a private show? Okay, Sue, do you remember when you schedule a show and then you have that whole section that's called my live streams, like on the computer or even on the phone? If you go, I'm going to show you guys right now real quick, okay? Because I can do that. So here's all my shows I have scheduled. See how it says playing? That means I'm live right now. If you scroll over here, it used to be test. See that enable private mode? I can create as many private shows as I want. And as long as I have the link, I can send it to anybody. So some people like to keep a list of their buyers and they send them a private show for just those buyers. I've done that with baseball card shows and it's fairly simple to do. You can turn on I think you have to use a desktop to change that. I prefer to play with it on the desktop. I don't usually do those when I'm doing per se, like on here. Let me see. Let's see. Edit, show, rotate, zoom, assign. Yeah, I don't think you can actually do that while you're on a phone. You have to do it on desktop. Oh, really? It's down to the bottom on my phone to make this stream private? Okay, where's it at? Because I don't see anything in there. Mm-mm. I think it's only when you're scheduling in the settings. Yeah, once you start, you can't. Well, I could